Zone, in partnership with First Horizon Bank, presents the Bachman Bernard Green Sports Zone TV Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Brought to you by Bachman Bernard Chevy Buick GMC Cadillac. At Bachman Bernard, they go the extra mile to see you smile. By Tommie's Plumbing. If you got a leak, let Tommie take a peek. The Americans, run in when you run out. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor. Gateway Ford Nissan, buy local and save thousands at Gateway Ford Nissan. D&D Garage Door Supplier, reliable, trustworthy, and opening doors for you every day. Casper's Wrecker Service, providing quick towing to East Tennessee since 1992, open 24 hours a day. Tusculum Body Shop since 1963. Come see them for all your auto body needs. Sweet Sports Tavern and Eatery. Score a seat at Sweets, where fans become family. Main Brand Hair Company. Go experience the Main Brand difference. Food City. Value every day. The Terry Law Firm. The Terry Law Firm fights for you. Small town firm, big city know-how. Terry's Flooring. Add value to your home by seeing Popsy and his team. The 107 Tire Center, your neighborhood tire and auto experts. The IHOP at the TA Travel Center, exit 36 in Bayleton. 70 and Summer Coin Laundry, Greenville's first-in-class laundromat. State Representative David Hawk, proud, unwavering, conservative leadership. Bayleton Drug Company, where you're a neighbor, not a number. Heritage Community Bank, making a difference for their customers.
Tonight we renew a rivalry. Tonight it's South Greene and West Greene as these two clash for the milk can. But it's also a key Region 1-2A title game. We welcome you into On Top of Old Big Ridge here in West Greene. Brian State to be joined by the coach, Barry Carter, who is very much a part of this rivalry for many years. And for much of the past decade, the battle for the milk can has only been for bragging rights. As West Greene was playing in Class 3A, South Greene was in 2A. But now playoff positioning is on the line after the Buffaloes have moved down to Region 1-2A last year. The Rebels and Buffaloes have started the 2025 season very different paths. South Greene is 4-1, coming off 3 lopsided wins in a row. The Buffaloes are 0-5 and coming off the loss to Eagleton. But to this point, neither team has played a game that will impact their playoff seeding. And most of the goals they started the year with are still really much in front of them. Now, on paper, South Greene is the heavy favorite tonight, but the Rebels know that the milk can is on the line, and the Buffaloes are going to bring their very best. The Rebels come into the contest boasting one of the most dangerous rushing attacks in East Tennessee. Wins over Chucky Oak and North Greene over the last 2 weeks. South Greene has run for over 300 yards. Quarterback Nash Rader and Trip Neese have led that effort, and Charlie Lane has emerged as a dangerous third option. The Rebels' defense is just allowing 12 points a game, and the West Greene offense is scoring just 9 points per contest. But tonight, Evan Monroe is hoping that his offense can control the time of possession with its run game and turn the contest into a rock fight. That will mean a heavy dose of running backs Tristan Banks and Sean Bailey running between the tackles. It's the county's oldest football rivalry, and it's renewed tonight in the traditional battle for the milk can. It's South Greene and West Greene for Friday Night Lights from the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Brian Staten along with the coach Barry Carter. And Coach, I talked a lot about how this rivalry means a lot to you. And we ask, I always open with this rivalry. How does it impact you, and how does it impact this community?
I still get fired up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was part of spent a lot of years at West Greene. In high school for 5 years, I was a redshirt senior. But I mean, I remember when the series started.
That's awesome.
I remember how when it started, I was a part of the start of it, and I've been around this rivalry for I don't know how long, as much as anybody, I guess, with playing in it, coaching in it, and being all that kind of stuff, radioing in it.
Yep.
So, but I call this, and this is a Barry term, okay? So it's going to be smart.
Okay.
But I call it a but we.
Oh, right.
Okay,
yeah,
you
right,
may not
yeah.
be having a good year, but we beat South Greene if you're West Greene.
Yeah.
And the same thing with South Greene. I mean, we're having a great year, but if they lose to West Greene, it'd be hard for them to swallow.
Right.
So, I mean, and I think probably, the coaches and everything need to talk this game up more. I think maybe it may have lost a little of the glamour it does, but at the same time, maybe it hasn't either, okay?
Yeah.
Because, if they got parents that went here, that's all you talk about. It's the milk. You said, where you going that Friday night, Barry? West Greene, South Greene. Oh, milk can game. Yeah, so I remember it well. And it's so much fun when you get to bring that thing home.
And you do, and that's why, it's kind of lost. Shawn Jones said this week, we're more focused. It's a region game for us. And I know that they're focused on bringing the milk can back because they don't have it. So we have to defend both things, basically. And they've been running wild here of late. And Nash Rader and Trip Deese have been a two-headed juggernaut in the backfield.
Well, I mean, West Greene has got to do something basically that nobody else has done all year long.
Right, yeah.
They've got to stop South Greene, I'm sorry, explosive plays. I mean, South Greene will go the distance at any time. If you're out of position, miss a tackle, they're gone. So West Greene has got to really, they've got to contain people, keep them inside it, and make South Greene go the distance of the field and have long, keep them out of thirds and shorts and that kind of stuff. Make it a long third and 5 or 6 or whatever. So it changes your mentality or whatever. But and then of course we talked about South Greene's defense. We overlook it a lot. Joe Casey's done a marvelous job.
Yeah.
Because we look at their offense and what they're putting up, but you quoted a while ago, I forget what you said, what they're giving up 12 points a game.
Yeah.
That's 2 touchdowns. And they blocking 2 extra points,
blocking.
but how you give up 12? But I mean, really think about it. That's pretty remarkable in high school football because a lot of guys, teams have athletes that can go the distance and anytime, any way it is. But that's pretty remarkable. Then you put that with a high-scored offense, you got a good team.
Yeah. Well, a kid that had a really good game last year in this contest is probably going to be leaned on in Kyler Patterson for the West Greene Buffaloes. Austin Brown there at quarterback, and I still think he's feeling his way out. How important is it for those guys up front to control that line of scrimmage? As Coach Monroe said, we need to take time of possession and win the time of possession battle.
I think that probably, and it's always in every game, but I think the line of scrimmage is so very important, especially for West Greene. They've got to make sure, they've got to keep those backs from getting into the second level. Those defensive linemen have got to plug up those holes and quit letting Rader and Neese and Lane and all the above get into open space in the second level. The linebackers and stuff, especially at third level. So this game has got to be controlled by the line of scrimmage. But that being said, South Greene's offensive line don't get the credit that they deserve either. But
Yep.
They're playing great.
Yeah.
They're opening some holes, and football's a game of cohesion. You got to be on the same page with everything. So the line's got to block well. The back's got to hit the hole where the hole is. And right now they're working together. It's a pretty good unit hitting those spots and working those things together.
We talk a lot about the milk can. You brought it up, and it's very important for the community. For these coaches tonight, they are playing a region game, and it is for seeding, and it would be nice to be at home. And despite what West Greene has gone through with their record, tonight's their first region game. They can make an impact there. And for as good as South Greene has played, tonight they still have to play their best to get that region win. A very important fact that both coaches address. It is the milk can, but it's also a region game.
Well, absolutely, because they're going in there. What is this? The first region game for both teams.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could go in. You could be 0-5 as West Greene is, and win your conference, finish first or second in your conference.
Yeah.
You may not have you could win your conference and probably will, with a losing record.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Yeah.
We're region champions. I don't care what our record was. We had more wins in the region when it counted. And I can't say that coach or anybody cares about playing this game. Is not bothered when you don't win. But if you look back at it and say, but what did that hurt us? We're playing for the region. We're playing to be in the playoffs or whatever at the end of the year. And with West Greene, South Greene, they're in. But I want to play at home. I don't want to ride to whoever knows wherever, Meigs County or something.
Nobody wants to do that.
No.
This is the 51st battle. You've been a part of 48
God dang
as a player, as
but
a
you
coach,
hush.
as an administrator,
Yeah.
and as a radio guy. And because we've done every single one of these games as well. It hasn't stopped. There's 3 years there. You had an out-of-body experience.
I was like an Israelite and wandering in the wilderness.
Absolutely. You was wondering.
Yeah.
But the milk can became a part. When did it come apart? What's the history behind it?
Well, it all started, I believe, in I think it's 74 maybe.
Okay.
I was a senior. And now, 2025, I'm a senior again. But Mr. Pruitt, Buddy Pruitt, and Milton Parham, Mr. Parham was at South Greene, Mr. Pruitt was at West Greene. They got together and said, let's play for something. Well, how about, it's rural Greene County, milk can.
Okay.
And the secretary of school, Ethel Davis, donated the milk can.
Milk can.
And they paid half of it's blue, half of it's, the other half is whatever. it's hard for me to say it. But the other highest maroon. And
Maroon, right?
I guess it started in '74. I'm pretty sure it did. And it's and you get to hold that thing and it sits up in the office. I remember riding home from South Greene one night, holding it on the bus in my lap. Oh yeah, that's what it means. Something. It really does.
Tonight it is exactly that. It means something. It is the battle for the traditional milk can here from West Greene High School between South Greene and West Greene. They meet for the 52nd time tonight. South Greene has the 34-17 edge in the series, and they've won 2 straight. Since 1997, the series has shown an edge in longevity, meaning that one school holds the can for a number of years. West Greene came off the longest winning streak of 7 years prior to their loss now 7 years ago. Prior to that, South Greene had won it 6 straight. This is the oldest county rivalry. South Greene has won 7 of 9. West Greene has won 9 of the last 16 here for this traditional battle. Still to come in our pregame look, the Heritage Community Bank pregame. We'll hear from Chucky Oak head coach Billy Kaler, North Greene head coach Eric Tilson. They've got a huge contest that's going on down at Happy Valley, North Greene and Hampton. They're going to kick off tonight at 7:30. We'll chat with them as they preview that game, plus both of the coaches here, both Shawn Jones and Evan Monroe. And wherever you may be listening on 95.5 FM, The Jewel, you can watch through the Green Sports Zone YouTube page or the Facebook Live. Search Green with an E Sports Zone, all one word. That's when our Heritage Community Bank pregame continues. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job, from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer,
We welcome you back into the First Horizon Great Sports Zone Game of the Week. As you see, we're here at the range at West Greene High School. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing. We welcome you into the Heritage Community Bank pregame. You heard Barry and I talking about the history of this game, the two matchups, South Greene and West Greene. But there are other games that are going on within the county. Earlier this week, Tyler Nichols had a chance to sit down with all of the coaches. And we'll start with the Chucky Oak Black Knights, who've got a contest tonight in region play as they take on the Johnson County Longhorns. This is Billy Kaler with Tyler Nichols.
So you've got the Longhorns traveling down.
Yep.
Luckily, you don't have to make that trip. That's one thing that I think we talked about, that you don't have to make that trip, or I don't think you have to make the Claiborne trip this year.
No, they're coming here back to back. We'll have to make both those trips next year.
That's true. But for the time being, you're glad that you don't have to make that trip.
Right.
You're welcoming them here to Lower Afton on Friday night for an important Region 1 3A game. Tell me what you expect on Friday.
Oh, you mean, Johnson County's going to play physical. It should be a big game for us. A lot, like I said, region game, playoff implications. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football well. Got a really good, number one, Mejia's really good running back. Probably one of the best players in the region last year. So he's had, shown the same ability this year. So it's something we got to look out for. But really, this week's been about being a better version of us. We started off hot. Kind of missed a step against West Greene. It's kind of built on us for the last 2 weeks. We've focused on really getting back to doing what we do and doing what we do well, and then let that play out on Friday night.
And what are some looks that you're going to see from Johnson County, both offensively and defensively? You mentioned one who I've personally seen this year also, very talented football player.
For sure.
They're going to spread it around, I think, to number 7 also is another player that I think they like to share the ball with. So what are some looks that you think they're going to present offensively and defensively?
I mean, offensively, they're going to give us a little pro eye with a wing, give us a fullback, a wing, and a tight end. They'll do something without a tight end. They'll go to some spread stuff as well. They're going to try to get the ball to one. I would too. He's a good player. So they'll run the ball well, push the ball vertical at times. So, it's going to force us defensively to be sound. Really focused on that in the front 7 this week, being gap sound, technique sound, fitting stuff well, and forcing them to make big plays, not give up big plays. Not give them what they want and force us into a circus tackle, but to force them to push things and make somebody miss.
I personally would probably label this a gritty rivalry. I know that it's a gritty rivalry to a few of the past players here at Chucky Oak. I don't know about these certain players, but it's been a battle over the last few years. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of some of these games whenever we've given coverage to the Chucky Oak Johnson County rivalry, and it's a game that takes a lot of effort and a lot of grit. What's it going to take outside of those two qualities to be able to pick up that win on Friday?
I mean, for us, we're going to have to be sound. We're going to have to be better up front on both sides of the football and be sound, and then, obviously be sound on the back end. It's not always fair to those big guys, but everything kind of starts and ends up front. It's hard to get mad at the back end when the front end's bad and they're having to try to make up for it. So if we've had a really good week up front this week, practice-wise so far. So if we continue to play well up front, and then the back end guys can do their part, then I think we'll be okay shape. We've got to take care of the football. Neither one of us are going to throw the ball 60 times, so the clock's going to run. Every possession is going to be important, particularly if you can run the ball with some efficiency. Then you'll be able to milk some clock out of it. So we got to take care of the ball, take the most out of every possession, and be sound, and just get back to playing what we know we can be.
One thing that you just touched on right there is the possession battle, because both teams are going to run the ball a lot. So those seconds are going to tick off the clock a lot. And one thing that I mentioned is that you start behind the 8 ball and you're 0-1 in region play so far, but you have the game here at home. So I don't know if the question should always be how much comfort do you have playing the game at home, but how key is it being able to play an important game like this at home whenever there's so many extra factors that boil it down to it?
Oh, I mean, it's just, eliminates variables.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before here, anytime you can eliminate a variable as a head football coach, eliminating variables is a good thing. Variables lead to unknowns. So it eliminates a variable, and it's always fun playing at home. We get a good crowd, it's a good atmosphere here. I think it's a fun place to play. So it adds a little zip to it, and like I said, it's got region implications, and, you get a good football team at home with a chance to get a region win and put yourself kind of more in a position to define what your postseason is going to look like. Told our boys today, everything we want still out in front of us. We got the opportunity still to command our own destiny to a certain degree. So let's go take the chance, and see what we can do, give our best swing and take a hold of it.
Of course, that postseason is still in front of you. Looking to get back in that playoff picture now and be in the hunt for not only a playoff spot, but hopefully host a playoff game. So to get that win on Friday night and put yourself back into that position, you've got 3 keys to the game that you need to carry out in order to get that. What are they on Friday?
We got to play better in the front. We got to play better up front. We got to win the line of scrimmage. We got to win the line of scrimmage. We got to win the line of scrimmage, and then we got to win the line of scrimmage. And then we got and take care of the football.
Okay.
We got to tackle efficiently in open field. We got to take care of the football, and we have to win the line of scrimmage. We have to define our football team by being able to win the line of scrimmage.
Chucky Oak head coach Billy Kaler, so smart. Tonight, that's what these teams play for, the Battle of the Milk Can, West Greene and South Greene. When our Heritage Community Bank pregame continues, we'll chat with Eric Tilson as they've got a big one. It's the battle for first place in Happy Valley against the Hampton Bulldogs. That's when we continue with more as you watch the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Friday Night Lights Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Looking for a garage door without the long wait? At D&D Garage Door Supplier of Greenville, you'll find Safeway brand garage doors delivered in just 9 business days. Why wait 4 to 6 weeks when your new door could be rolling up sooner? They're your one-stop shop with over 25 years of experience, offering doors, parts, installs, and openers, including LiftMaster motors, overheads, and side mounts. Dealers, go check them out. They've got everything you need to get the job done right. Stop by 107 Bohannon Avenue or call 423-278-0622. D&D Garage Door Supplier. Reliable, trustworthy, ready and opening doors for you every day.
My dad was born here in 1933. The Terry family has been around East Tennessee since that time, almost 100 years now. Over the past 25 years of my career, I've had the opportunity to represent East Tennesseans all over the country. When we say, let our family help your family, we mean that. That is something we live by here at the Terry Law Firm. You have my word that we will represent your family just like you're part of our family.
All right, welcome you back into Big Ridge here in Mossheim, and you see that is kind of what we're up against. Hopefully tonight that stays away from us and we don't have to worry about any of that. You just heard from Chucky Oak coach Billy Kaler, and that's kind of that direction. So that kind of gives you any idea. It's also the direction where the North Greene Huskies are playing for first place in the Region 1 Single A tonight. They've got the Hampton Bulldogs. We welcome you back into the Heritage Community Bank Kickoff Show. Tonight it is our First Horizon Greene Sports Zone Game of the Week. It's South Greene and West Greene. It's driven by Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. But as we continue with our pregame kickoff look, let's go back with Tyler Nichols as he chats with Eric Tilson. And somebody's got to win up there at Happy Valley. Whoever it will be is the top dog of Region 1 Single A. Tonight it's the Huskies and it's the Bulldogs. Here's Tyler Nichols with Eric Tilson.
You're feeling good riding high after the win over Cosby on Friday night, but I know you don't have much time to celebrate that because you got
to turn around and reload another big week. But we got an exciting one. First time in school history. We're on Friday Night Rivals. We're on WCYB News Channel 5 and or possibly the CW.
Or YouTube.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, so wherever you want to watch it. There's three options there.
So there'll be a lot different type of game because, there's you guys stream and we're able to watch it. My family's real happy because they get to watch a lot of North Greene games, especially when we're on the road and stuff. But this is one of those games is we're on live television. Yeah. There'll be commercials they're bringing a red hat guy out there with when we're in commercial break and stuff.
The big cameras are coming out.
The big cameras are coming out. There's a rumor I may be mic'd up on Friday. I don't know how I feel about that, but so there's a lot of excitement coming around, and it should be. This is a big ball game, and I'm glad they're showcasing a couple small schools. And you kind of mentioned something earlier about Hampton being the big dogs. Is no, we're both dogs, and we're gonna be the top dogs. Not worried about some Bulldogs. So. Huskies are going to come barking into town. So, got a big one, but we get to play a very storied football program, and it's exciting to be able to have this type of magnified of a game. And but at the end of the day, it is another Region 1 1A contest. For us to achieve our goals, we got to move forward and. We got to go out and go take care of business. Again, Hampton's a very storied program, but at the end of the day, the 2025 Hampton Bulldogs are playing the 2025 North Greene Huskies, and that's what's going to matter. Games from 30 years ago ain't going to matter. Games from last year ain't going to matter. The game on Friday, this Friday, is going to be the one that matters. And we've got to go out and we got to execute and just do our jobs. So we match up in some places really well, and there's some places that we're going to have to overcome some deficiencies. But if we show that effort we did on Friday night, then we've got a really good shot, because when you're playing defense and your people are flying to the football, being extremely physical, then you always give yourself a really good shot, and it kind of gives your time offensively to kind of figure out, okay, how are we going to go adjust and go win this ball game.
Talk about their offense and defense, because I'm currently in the process of searching when the last time North Greene and Hampton have played each other because it's been a long time. I know you haven't played them yet in your time here at North Greene.
Well, they've been 2A
and they've been
2A,
for a while now. So a lot of North Greene spectators from past years may be familiar with their style of play, but some might not. So take us through what you expect to see on Friday night, because it's kind of it's a new opponent. There's no kind to it. It's a new opponent for you all. So you're not used to seeing what they run. So what do you expect to see on Friday night?
In fact, we are kind of used to what they run because Cloudman runs the same stuff.
You're right. You're right.
There's actually a pretty cool backstory behind that, why that's the case. But if you played on the last team from North Greene that played Hampton, they haven't changed. It's the same stuff that they've ran for the last decades or so.
2016 was the last game.
They're going to run the power eye. They're going to run double ISO. They're going to run sweep at you. They got some counters off of it. They hand the ball off to tight ends, and then they lull you to sleep, and then they'll convert a long throw. So they've been doing it for so long. They know exactly how they do it. They've seen everything that you could possibly attack it with, and then they line up in some unbalanced stuff with the same type of philosophy from there. The little bit difference that they have this year compared to the last is their quarterback can throw quite a bit, and he's a really good athlete. So they will try to spread the ball out, and they can throw the ball a little bit. And quarterback's real dangerous with the legs, so you have to account for that. So you can't just line up in a heavy set and just expect, we can line up with everything. No, they have the ability to line up in a bunch of formations offensively. So, and they scored a lot of points this year, and but so have we. So defensively, they're extremely aggressive. They're a 4-4, cover 3, cover 1, but they're just overall a lot of linebackers, a lot of guys. They're attacking a lot of people towards the ball from there. So our offensive line has to come in prepared, ready for a lot of pressure, be able to protect well. And our guys have done that so far this year. Really, our quarterback hasn't had any pressure on them the entire year. We've given up 1 sack, and it was on a run RPO this year. So our offensive line has done an extremely good job in protection this year. So I hope to continue to do that. And it's hard to do when they're bringing more than what you have to protect, but we can protect that with, especially schematically, making sure we're in the right stuff and have some well-timed play design to offset what they're trying to do. So, but overall, really good football team, and we've got to come out and execute and play really well. And but that's the thing of the matter is it's not like in the past. We're also a very, very good football team. So you got 2 really good football teams going to play each other, and so we're kind of really excited about kind of what comes out of this. We're prepared that if we go out and we have the same type of effort and same type of execution, that we're prepared to let the score take care of itself, and that's kind of what we've done all year. And we can be happy with the performance if we go out and go execute like we're supposed to. And the big thing is we want to go out and represent, because now we're playing on live TV, so it's not like just the people in our community are watching this. It's like all eyes at East Tennessee, Western North Carolina, Southwest Virginia. All eyes are on this game. So there's a lot of people watching this. So we want to go out and go represent this community well. We want to represent our families well for who we're playing. So kind of the old Herb Brooks comment about playing for the name on the back of your jersey and playing for the name on the front. It's like you're playing for your family on the back, representing them well, but you're playing for the name on the front too. So we want to represent our families well, but we want to represent the North Greene Bayleton community really well as we go out, especially in the way that we play. And then we go out and go execute well, and then we'll be real pleased. I think we got a real good shot to do what we intended to come out to do.
North Greene head coach Eric Tilson. You can listen to that game tonight. They're kicking off at 7:30. That is 103.1 FM WIKQ and 99.5 WGRV for our game of the week from Radio Greenville Sports. Here it is, our Heritage Community Bank kickoff show. We continue with more. We'll have the preview between the 2 teams. South Greene head coach Shawn Jones, West Greene head coach Evan Monroe. It's Friday Night Lights from the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm. From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at GatewayNissanGreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan.
Tonight, the South Greene Rebels, the West Greene Buffaloes renew the county's oldest rivalry. Welcome back into the Heritage Community Bank Kickoff Show. It's Friday Night Lights. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing. As we continue, South Greene head coach Shawn Jones is closing in on a milestone as one of the winningest coach in Greene County of all time. No, he was not legally arrested during the homecoming. Yes, they are riding a 4-game winning streak. Yes, they are one of the most fearsome rushing teams right now in the state of Tennessee. But he knows it's West Greene, and it just means more. Tyler Nichols sat down with South Greene head coach Shawn Jones.
And you start your Region 1 2A play this week against West Greene. So what's the mindset going into Friday night?
Well, here in practice, we've talked about 1-0. This is important to the community and stuff. And it's one of those things where when I first started coaching, we won it for so many years, and then Coach Case come along and won it 7 straight years. It's kind of like Cinderella says, you don't know what you got till it's gone, and so that part is important. But again, now that West Greene, and back then, it's kind of when we first started, West Greene was conference, then they wasn't, then it was, and it's kind of on and off, and now they're back. But just going 1-0 the conference is big because our culture around here, since I've come back 6 years ago, we're wanting to play for conference championships and going down the road. And you can't win a conference unless you go 1-0. So all the extra. We'll leave it up to the cheerleaders and the community and stuff. And we got to go 1-0 this week, and we got a good ball club that's coming in here, or we're going down to play Friday night.
Being the defending Region 1 2A champions too, of course, looking to go back-to-back, and you've got to get a win over West Greene to be able to reach that ultimate goal. So for you, what's the preparation like going into this week against West Greene to open region play?
Well, I talked to our guys earlier in the week. We want to prepare every game like we're playing the best team in the state of Tennessee. It's something that a few years ago that we had a football player that played at Morristown West, and he was in Knoxville, and he was a running back years ago that played for Merrill, was a really good football player, and they actually kind of met each other in an area, kind of happenstance meet up, and got to talk, and he said, how does Maryville be so consistent? How do y'all do it? And at that time, George, coached played at Jefferson County, and I've always thought the world of George and his family. But George built a culture down there every day that they said they were playing Morristown West every week because they knew at that time Morristown West was the best team they were going to face to get to the state championship. So they practiced every day at that intensity and that level to get to where they wanted to be. So that's the way I approach it still. I do the same things as far as scouting reports, still do everything. Spend a lot of time. Might have spent a few more extra hours this week, but it's something that I think you just got to be consistent.
You're in this milk can game, so what are you going to expect from the Buffaloes on Friday night?
Well, it's kind of one of those situations. You're 0-5, and you wonder if they're desperate. And if you've got a desperate team coming in, they're going to be dangerous. And you might say, how would you say that? And then we played a conference game yet, but 0-5, could be mentally tough on a team. So, they're going to play it. They got nothing to lose. They really don't, although it is first conference game. So, and we've tried to get the guys to understand that. Every year you watch film, and there's been years they've been really great on film. Some years like, they're not so great, but they're going to play your butts off. We went down there, I think it was 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and, was a better team and got beat. We had 5 turnovers and did some stuff, 1 year they came up here and was down, I think Coach Carter said his senior year, we got down 14-0, 14-7. I think we ended up beating them by 35, but it was a dog fight. So that's what you want to, we told the guys, we feel, we're a better team. But now you got to come out, and they're going to play your butts off, and because they want to go 1-0 in a conference, and they want to go, again, if they beat us and don't win another one, they want to go 1-9 on the year. So trying to get the guys to understand that's big, because no matter what, I went watching play No 3 2 weeks ago. I was like, boys, they didn't have a great game at night and didn't have a great game against Eagleton. I was like, but I promise you they're going to come out and be ready to go Friday night.
I know you've done your preparation on West Greene, and you know what you'll expect. So tell us what you think you'll see from the Buffaloes when they take the field against the Rebels.
Well, I think they'll try some different stuff against us defensively. So we've thrown a lot of different things. They may come out in the Emory Henry formation, and they may come out and empty and try to do some things. So we kind of talked about that and came out in that a few times in things that they've done in the past to us. They may try to hold the ball and just run it and run the time down. That's something we got to get off the field if they do have to go to that and do that. And they're capable. You watch film, you watch the first series they had on offense against Eagleton. They run it right down the field. Get down there and have a chance opportunity to score, and just had some bad things happen, penalties and things like that. Or they're right there in the mix of it. You go to you watch Providence, you watch some of the other games they played. Chucky Oak had an opportunity to win it at the end. So they could be with their schedule. They could be easily 2-3 or 3-2. But I know that those guys down there are working hard. I worked with those guys for a long time, and a lot of good people down there. But they're going to keep working just like we are, and they're going to find a way to get their guys better, and they'll have them ready to play.
South Greene head coach Shawn Jones and his South Greene defensive coordinator Joe Case, of course, the one-time coach here at West Greene, part of this rivalry as well. Tonight, South Greene and West Greene. It's our Heritage Community Bank kickoff show. When we come back, Evan Monroe of West Greene High School will join Tyler Nichols. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Welcome you back into the Heritage Community Bank kickoff show. You see the West Greene Buffaloes getting set to take the field here at Jim Sauceman Field at the Range on top of Old Big Ridge as this rivalry renewed for the 52nd time. West Greene head coach Evan Monroe has been a part of this rivalry as a player, as now a coach in his third year with the West Greene Buffaloes. He'll talk about what this game means. He sits down with Tyler Nichols. Here is West Greene head coach Evan Monroe.
It's always a fun matchup between South Greene and West Greene. What do we expect on the range on Friday night?
This game means a lot to this community. It's the one game that when you post the schedule, everybody circles says, well, we'll be free this Friday night.
And nobody's shy about saying that.
No, nobody around here is shy about it. It's an important game because it is a region game for us. That's the most important thing is it's a region game. That sets up our playoff seeding. So it'd be great for us to come out Friday night and play lights out and come out with a win. But for community-wise, this place will be packed. It'll be standing room only. It's
their
always,
side will be standing room only.
Yeah, this place gets packed out. South Greene night. It's always fun. It's fun. It's a fun game to coach in. It's always a fun game. It was a fun game to play in, and it's important for the community. So, as a coaching staff, you have to kind of make sure your guys don't do anything dumb. That was something I had to preach last week. And the second half was guys don't do anything dumb. In the second half, you get yourself out of here because next week's what's important. This week is, I said it starts our region play against South Greene. I said you don't want to miss that game. I said that's an important region game for us, and it's an important game. So, I had to explain that to those guys, and they all kind of understood. So, I just know that the community looks forward to it. Coaching staff looks forward to it. It's a big-time football game.
And that's one thing that I forgot to add that you touched on right there is that it's your first region game.
Yeah.
This starts region play where you have a schedule where you have 7 non-region games and only 3 region games. And it's weird that you start your region games in game 6, but you're at a point in your schedule now where you have region game followed by non-region, then a region, and then you've got Cumberland Gap to finish. Yeah, so it's a weird schedule.
Yeah.
And the region games, of course, matter the most. You've got 3 of those.
Yeah.
And no better team to start it with than arguably West Greene's biggest rival in South Greene.
Yeah. The big thing is region play. The way playoff seeding is now, you can go 0-7 in non-region play. If you're 3-0 in region play and you're region champs, you're the 1 seed.
Yep.
I tell our guys, let's go 1-0 this week. Let's work on us this week and let's keep getting better. And up until last week, I thought we had took a step forward to get to that point. Last week, kind of took a step back. That falls on us as coaches. We got to be better. But this is a great week to come out and get our first win and start off region play 1-0 would be huge for us. It's always good when you can get a win against South Greene.
Let's talk about it.
It is the coin toss between West Greene and South Greene moments away from kickoff. That was West Greene head coach Evan Monroe. That has been your Heritage Community Bank kickoff show. Coming up, it's lights, camera, action, if you will. It is South Greene. It is West Greene for the 52nd time. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone, driven by Bachman Bernard. It's our Friday Night Lights and the Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
And we have the South Greene Rebels and the West Greene Buffaloes. It is our first Horizon Green Sports Zone game of the week. West Greene wins the toss. They also want the football. They'll get it. Brian Staten and the coach, Barry Carter. This will be Patterson. He's going to receive it down at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he'll take it to the 34-yard line, and the West Greene Buffaloes start in good position. Brian Staten, the coach, Barry Carter. Our director tonight is Derek Charlton, showing you the pictures is Scott Philbeck. Always good to see Rhonda Carter as well. It is a full staff here tonight. We've got Tyler Nichols on board. We've also got Tate Russell and Jimmy Bowman from Green Sports Zone. Thank you guys for being here as well. Tuning in for tonight's Friday Night Lights, which is driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing. So the West Greene Buffaloes want the ball, Coach, and they're going to get it here to start.
We talked about they want to control the game, and they'd like something good happen here early for West Greene would bode well.
They're going to run the football right at the first, and they want to control the time of possession. Running it first is Tristan Banks. Expect to see a lot of him, but he comes up limping a little bit. That South Greene defense has been strong all year.
Yeah, and we talked about the pregame. I mean, they're just giving up 12 points a game. I just realized this series has been going on just 5 years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I played in the first one, all right?
So that's how we'll know.
Yeah.
Every single time. Tonight, the West Greene Buffaloes have it on second down and about 9, but it'll be up third down and 11. Great interior play by the South Greene Rebel defensive front. Banks with nowhere to go that time. That young freshman, Haynes, comes and cleans things up, but it's the big boys up front that opened it up like Heath Norton.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, West Greene has come out. They've come out in a power I formation, which means they have a fullback with a stand-in tailback, and then a blocker beside the fullback to either right or left, depends on power right, power left.
Right.
Unfortunately, they got those big blockers in front of the running back, but the line of scrimmage has been penetrated by South Greene's defensive line, which I'm telling you, we don't give them enough credit.
It is a third down and 10. Ball rests at the 35. They'll come out of the huddle quickly. Again, they want to control the time of possession. Under center is going to be Austin Brown for the Buffs. And again, it's a fullback dive and just a tackle away from breaking it all the way open, but they will have a first down. Big drive. Breaking tackles, carrying Rebels with him across that 45 up to the 46-yard line. And a little live for the West Greene Buffaloes as they pick up a Marsh Propane first down.
That is huge right there. First two running plays, not too much, but that time they turned around and handed it to the lead blocker, and he was able to give that left side and ran hard.
So it brings up first and 10. The ball rests now at the 46-yard line. Opening drive here of this football game. The Buffaloes wanted the football, and they have taken it for the first down. Struggled to score here, Blake.
Well, and watch them. They're waiting to stand in the huddle as long as they can, then sprinting to the line of scrimmage.
Handoff once again will go right up the middle. South Greene expects a game that will be played between the trenches, or in the trenches, if you will. Lucas Couch is going to come there and make that stop. As they were just given the football, Sintel gives the football back. They'll take some time as they face second down and about 7.
Yeah, that's the fullback. You got a tailback back there. You kind of key on that tailback. Now, we've said this, or I have several times, because I know what I'm talking about. South Greene's defense is based on a lot of speed, and how do you counteract speed on defense? Run right at it. And it's funny, they send the play in there, the quarterback calls the play, and they want to break the huddle, and they have to pull people back in the huddle. No. Coach Monroe is running right down to the very last minute.
From the 48-yard line, another handoff, this time going right side. We'll get into South Greene territory and take it down to about the South Greene 48. That's Banks once again. It's going to bring up third down, though, and manageable right now.
Again, and that's what West Greene needs. If you're going to play this way, you better have short yardage on third down, because if you got long yardage on third down, or they did it again, the quarterback calls the play, the linemen start coming out of the huddle, and the quarterback says, wait a minute, no. So I think what they're doing, what West Greene is doing, is they're watching the back judge, and when he puts his hands up for 10 seconds to go, they sprint to the line of scrimmage. So they're taking off 15 to 20 seconds every play.
Third down and 4 coming up for the Buffs. Brown under center, going to hand it off to Sintel once again. He's going to drag a tackler to that first down marker. Is hanging on for dear life with Sean Owenby. He'll cross the 45. He'll move it to about the 44. And what have they said? They say Marsh Propane first down.
Yeah, and what's West Greene is what they're trying to do here. They're hitting it up inside quick with those big backs instead of going all the way back 5 or 6 yards, hand it to the tailback and giving South Greene that chance to get through, penetrate to the line of scrimmage. They're hitting them quick before they can get off the blocks.
So we go under 8 minutes to play here in this opening quarter and get used to this. There was a game last night. I kind of watched a team just run between the tackles last night. That TV game with Sevier County and Greenville is very similar. First down and 10 from the Rebel 44, and the handoff again up the middle. And there's about, 20 guys within 5 yards of the football. That is Sintel. He'll take it down to about the 43.
Well, if you're West Greene, you're doing exactly what your game plan is called for. You're going to pound it. Now you got second down and about 8. Okay, you make a good, gain 4 or 5 on this play. You got third and short, and you're on the right side of the post.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with West Greene football field, the pole is on the center of the field. You go for it. It's on the right side of the pole. If it's on the left side, you punt it. So they're on the right side of the pole. The pole's not there, but you got to use your imagination.
Right. They've taken the pole out.
Wow, golly.
Out of that full house backfield, second down and 8 from the South Greene 42-yard line. This will be Banks, and Banks will be tripped up by Lucas Couch down to the 40, another 2 yards. It brings up third down and 6 coming up here for this West Greene Buffalo team.
And another little thing happens here when you're running this kind of offense. Your defensive line starts getting a little gassed, okay? I mean, they're coming up and taking a hit pretty hard every play. They're not going wide, and, you let the linemen say, let them go wide, them guys behind me will catch them, but they're going to run right at them.
The West Greene Buffaloes last week falling to Eagleton. They fell to Providence Academy 2 weeks ago in a game in which they had special team returns. That was Kyler Patterson, who had a huge game. West Greene gets the play from the sideline. They go quickly, same setup, one wide out to the left is Patterson. They'll turn around, hand it off to Banks, and Banks is going to be tripped up and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. As flashing through to get the stop was Charlie Lane, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and about 7 back at the 41.
Yeah, and that time, see, they went back to the tailback, and they tried to go out wide. Then that just kind of plays into South Greene's hands when you had them chase the ball down. Now, if I'm West Greene, I'm thinking real hard here about punting this football.
Yeah.
I know I'm on the right side of the pole, okay? But you punt the ball and make South Greene go drive the ball 80, 90 yards down the field and see if they can do it.
We're going to let it go down to 0 and take a timeout. As the clock will go inside of 5.5 minutes, they are very likely going to call the timeout here anyway. As Patterson is standing right next to the coach, and that is going to be the case. So let's take that break with them as well. West Greene calls the timeout. 5:15 left here in this opening quarter. It's scoreless between West Greene and South Greene.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri.
Out of that West Greene timeout, the Buffaloes on fourth down and about 7 will spread the field. Empty backfield. Austin Brown will get the snap. He's looking to throw it. It'll be complete to Peyton Hilton. Hilton needs a block, and he's not going to get it. Inside the 40 and down to about the 38. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the South Greene Rebels will take over first and 10 after the pass that was complete, but brought down well short of the line to gain.
Yeah, that's kind of an extended handoff. And, I still go back to the punt thing. Way South Greene's offense is explosive. Of course, You talk about good field position. It could be on their own 1 yard line the way they play it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I like to see them back up and let them go and make them see if they can drive the ball the length of the field.
From the 38-yard line is where the South Greene Rebels will take over, 1st and 10. So Nash Rader in the backfield with Trip Neese. We'll start things off here for the South Greene Rebels. Snap is back, and they'll come with a little hitch receiver screen, complete to Charlie Lane. Will not break that tackle.
Oh, ball's out.
It did come out. Nope, they're going to rule him down. So he's ruled down. Peyton Hilton recovered it. He also made that stop.
Yeah, and I think number 5 there, Hunter Franklin's up on that play too, Brian. But I think if I'm West Greene, I'm throwing the challenge flag. Look at that on instant replay.
Yep.
We have that?
I don't think we have.
Oh, sorry.
It would be nice.
Yeah. So he didn't throw the challenge flag. He threw his handkerchief where he's blowing his nose or something.
2nd down and 10 coming up for the Rebels. Looked as if the play was going to go for big yards, but Hunter Franklin, for sure indeed, was the young man that made that stop. Rader out of the pistol with Trip Neese lined up behind him. 2 wideouts either side with Owen being near side. Rader drops the snap, being chased. Now he's taken off at the 50. Rader with speed. No one will catch him. Nash Rader on a busted play is going to take this ball 62 yards to pay dirt, and the South Greene Rebels, like lightning, strike quickly here at Moss High.
I mean, it was a terrible play. He drops, Nash Rader just drops the snap, and I'm thinking, well, their concentration level is not good. So he picks it up, and somehow he should not, I repeat, he should not be able to turn the corner there. Somebody in West Greene has got to be there on the edge, turning him back inside, and he just got on this sideline. I don't know where everybody was, but he's gone.
Couch to snap it. Trip needs to hold it, and Wilhoit to attempt the point. Snap, hold, kick by Wilhoit. He pushes it off to the right, no good. We go to a timeout for the first Horizon Green Sports Zone game of the week, driven by Bachman Bernard. It is South Greene 6 and West Greene 0, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Terry's Flooring, we have quality products along with quality installers that can make your space look better than ever before. The craftsmanship that our installers bring to the job site is unmatched. Along with the great installers, we have a huge selection of hardwood, LVP, tile, and carpet. We know that spending money isn't that easy, but at Terry's Flooring, we care about your money too. Stop on in and see my Popsy at Terry's Flooring and allow him to save you money while enjoying the hassle-free experience.
Took 2 plays, 62 yards. Nash Rader less than a minute for South Greene to get on the board. They lead the game 6-0. Here's a return for the West Greene Buffaloes. Right up the middle, 10, 15, 20, and to about the 26, 27-yard line before Aiden Thompson will be taken down. So the Buffaloes will have it down 6-0. Coach, they had the ball for about 7 minutes in this quarter. Went for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they didn't. I like the game plan. I like what they're doing and trying to shorten the game, but you got to play defense over here too. I'll tell you, just brag on this Mr. Aiden Thompson. That's a freshman, and he had some hops coming up the field. Looked like he got hit. Looked like the ball came out, and he kind of recovered it. But that bodes well for the future here. And you got to stay with this game plan. You got to have 11 people on the field, too. That's important.
Yeah, that is good. So 6-0 South Greene. There is some storms well off to the east of us that is moving from the south-north. And West Greene's trying to be patient. They don't want to have the patience.
No, it's against what they're used to doing.
Brown comes under center. He's going to be chased and brought down by Charlie Lane in the backfield. Brown turned around, and there was nowhere to go.
It's just so hard to get wide on South Greene because they've got people running everywhere. They're so fast. So you better off just pounding right at them and stay. You got to stay with this game plan. This is the game plan you've got. It's 6-0 right now. You can go down to score and you kick the extra point, you're ahead. So just keep pounding away, shorten this game, and keep yourself in it. See what happens.
South Greene has been putting up points like crazy here of late after dropping their opening game to Morristown East. The 32 points against Boone, 44 against Johnson County, 56 2 weeks ago, 42 last week in their win against Chucky Oak. Trying to get lined up, the West Greene Buffaloes, and it may have to take a delay here as they were having problems getting lined up. It will be a delay of game. This is the issue with taking time playing from behind the chains.
Yeah, you cannot. I mean, we've already said our game plan is going to be pounded. Now you got second and about, 13 or 14, 15, something like that, 17. So that takes you out of what you want to do.
So delay of game for the West Greene Buffaloes. Will move the ball back to the 22-yard line. Hand off again up the middle. This will go across the 25. South Greene saying they have the football. And they have it from underneath the pile. And have they rolled it a fumble? Trent Haynes comes up with the recovery, and the South Greene Rebels will have the football.
Yeah, it's just West Greene right now just kind of out of sync a little bit because, like I said, they're having trouble lining up. I don't think they're used to taking snaps under the center. And I understand the game plan. Coach Monroe has got a great game plan.
Yeah.
But you got to execute it. And once you said you get behind the chains like that, then it just throws everything out of whack.
South Greene will have it 1st and 10 after the turnover, and the fumble comes with 2:53 to play here in this opening quarter of action. This is going to be Trip Neese. He's going to break a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage and do well to get inside the 25 and fight his way down near the 20-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's great play by West Greene. I mean, you got to get penetration into the backfield and make these backs start dodging you before they get down the field, because when they get into space, you can see what happens with Nice Raider. You saw him.
Just the speed,
yes.
The pure ability to outrun everybody, too. With the snap is going to be Raider. He's going to keep it. He's right up the middle. 20. Breaks a tackle at the 15 to the 10, and he'll take it inside the 10 into the Gary's Paint and Body red zone. And the South Greene Rebels knocking on the door, leading 6-0.
It has to be a great thing to play offensive line for South Greene.
Yeah.
Okay? Because all you got to do is make contact for about a half a second, and those backs with their quickness, they just pop the hole.
Yeah.
It's not like you got to get on that big old tackle over there and drive him. Get over there and shield him off a little bit. And that was a great play by West Greene to save a touchdown.
Marsh Propane 1st down to the 11 for the South Greene Rebels. They'll go with that full house backfield, if you will. 3 lined up to the right shoulder of Nash Raider, who prepares for the snap. Will have it. He'll take it right up the middle once again, inside the 10 as he tries to power his way near the 5-yard line. Runs into a little resistance there by Kyler Patterson and company, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that's that offensive line again. It just moves people back. Oh my gosh.
South Greene going quickly, and West Greene, I'm not sure, got enough people off the field, or South Greene jumped. I'm not sure.
Well, West Greene was trying to sub, and they wasn't even on that left side of their defense. They couldn't get everybody over there, and I don't know what this penalty is. I believe it confused South Greene. They jumped.
They were trying to go in a hurry up.
I don't know what they call.
So a dead ball illegal substitution.
Yeah, West Greene must have had, 15 or 16 out there in the field or something. When I was coaching, I would used to play with 9 because you got 11 out there. They just get in each other's way.
So it will move the chains for a 1st down. 1st down and goal. This is going to be Raider running it to the right side. He's lunging for the goal line. And is he in or is he down? I believe he's down just shy of the goal line. And he left his feet, so he's just inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I got a little at the outside. Receiver did what you call a chop block. Got underneath the defensive back, knocked him on the ground, and the Raider went over top.
Raider with the snap once again, trying to get outside. Hilton had him, but couldn't bring him down. But the rest of the Buffaloes will back at the 3-yard line. Good goal line stand right now for the Buffs.
Isn't it amazing what happens when you get a penetration across the line of scrimmage? I mean, if you, like I said, I'll say it over and over, if you give these backs opportunity to get in the second level in an open space, you got problems. But if you can get penetration in, turn it back into your buddies, you got things can happen.
Loss of 2 on the play for the West Greene Buffaloes. South Greene letting that clock tick inside of 15. They lead it 6-0 and will be content, I believe, going to the second quarter. That will be the case, and we will too, and return to West Greene here on top of Old Big Ridge right after this. End of one quarter for the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard. It's South Greene 6. It's West Greene 0, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hello, friends. This is State Representative David Hawk. Always honored to support our Greenville and Greene County schools in their academic and athletic programs. We are blessed to have great families, teachers, and coaches working hard to ensure a bright future for our students. I'm David Hawk, encouraging all listeners to get involved and stay involved with our young people to help them succeed. We work hard in the classroom through the week and play hard on the field when the Friday night lights turn on. Once again, this is David Hawk. It's my honor to serve and represent you. Paid for by Fund to elect David Hawk, Daniel Hawk, Treasurer.
We welcome you back into West Greene High School. Bryan State and the coach Barry Carter. Scott Philbeck showing us the pictures. You see 6-0 South Greene leading it. Our producer tonight is Derek Tarleton. Always good to see the boys. Good to see Corey and Nunez back again. It's good stuff, man. Corey got me a Wagyu burger tonight. And they have meatballs. The softball team's got meatballs for sale. They were fabulous.
I had one.
Oh, yeah, they're fabulous. But a Wagyu burger here at West Greene. Listen, you don't even have to be a sports fan. If you love food, you'll love the Wagyu burger.
Oh, hey, good pass up, George. Way to break up a pass, George.
Sorry. We go to the second quarter. South Greene with the football. Tripp Knees trying to be patient, trying to find it. He's not going to find it as the West Greene Buffaloes turn him away here on third down inside the 3, and Tripp Knees will be down at about right about the same spot. I believe that was Payne who had that stop.
Yeah, and I've talked a lot about open space, open grass. We're down here in this end of the field. There's not a lot of room for open spaces. It's all cramped up there good. And tell you how old I am, Leland Payne's daddy played for me.
Payne and DeBoard. I believe it could have been DeBoard. I may have had him. But I know probably DeBoard played for you as well, right?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry. 4th and goal for the South Greene Rebels. They lead it 6-0. Raider working out of the gun. He's going to keep it, run it right up the middle, and lunge his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Greene. Touchdown, Nash Raiders. He touches pay dirt from 3 yards.
Yeah, pretty good goal line stand there by West Greene, but it's just so hard. We talked about that offensive line and the athlete and Raider and Nice that it's hard to keep them out when you got less than a yard to go. Probably go for 2 here.
2 weeks ago accounted for 6 touchdowns. Last week, 3 of them. This week already 2. That's Nash Raider. As a freshman, knew he was going to be a special talent. Fabulous running back, takes over the quarterback duties. They will go for 2 here. And Raider will roll the pocket. He's got guys to throw to, and this will be Couch into the back of the end zone. The 2-point conversion is converted. We go to a break with a new score. It's now South Greene 14 and West Greene 0. 11:07 to play here in this opening half as you watch the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Win or lose, it's a family tradition. "24-hour hot breakfast, cold drinks, and a table big enough for the whole team, or just your team. IHOP and Davy Crockett Travel Centers. Breakfast that brings you back. Open 24/7 right off I-81, exit 36.
Brant Wilhoit getting set to kick it away. South Greene has scored off a turnover on downs and a fumble. And Wilhoit will kick this one low. It'll be fielded by Thompson at the 15. 20, 25, ducking under tackles 30, 40, and he'll take it out to the 45-yard line. A good return by Aiden Thompson, the young freshman. Once again, there is a field position for the West Greene Buffaloes. I think there's a flag right at
it's going to be a late hit on South Greene. So he was on the ground. Somebody from South Greene came in late. I thought they was going to let it get by with, but it looks like it didn't. You want to hear something else funny? I coached Aiden Thompson's mama, too.
That is funny.
Yeah, God.
We go through the roster.
I need to go get my walker.
I think we're going to go through the roster.
Yeah, let's go through the roster. Yeah, no, yeah.
So the penalty will go against South Greene for a late hit, personal foul, and mark off 15.
That's a good break for that. Puts West Greene in great field position now, and they can. You got to stay with your game plan, okay? You're down 14 to 2 scores. With a lot of time to go in the second quarter. Stay with your game plan, execute it, just do what you're supposed to do.
So first down for the West Greene Buffaloes. 1st and 10 at the South Greene 41. They'll come in their traditional wing formation here and hand it off to Tristan Banks, and he'll be stopped and dropped right at the line of scrimmage by Colton Silvers of the South Greene Rebels.
I believe we decided we're not going to do that anymore. You know, it's a good game plan, but I still like it.
Sure.
I mean, still, you're down 2 scores, and you've got to, how do you keep South Greene from scoring? Keep the ball out of their hands.
Yeah.
So, stick with your game plan.
Down 14-0, the West Greene Buffaloes, they do get the play in, but they will take the time here. Now, they went with a full house backfield. I love Centel as a fullback. He was powerful.
Big, powerful guy, yeah.
They will sprint to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds to get to playoff and come out of the gun. They'll line up in that wing formation again out of the gun. When they snapped it, it's loose, and Johnny on the spot recovering it is Banks back at the 42-yard line. Everybody knew what the count was, I think, but one.
Except one. And he's an important key.
Yeah.
The center. But at that time, I think West Greene tried to go unbalanced to one side, moved the lineman over to that one side, and kind of got everything edgy there.
3rd down 11 from the South Greene 42 as the Rebels lead this football game here on this Friday Night Lights, where it's kind of lit up to the south of us.
Yes,
across the mountain, where it's a long way away, though. Let's call a timeout. Will the West Greene Buffaloes? We're going to take that timeout as well. We're right back to Big Ridge with 9:24 to play here in this opening half. South Greene leads West Greene 14-0.
Looking for a garage door without the long wait? At D&D Garage Door Supplier of Greenville, you'll find Safeway brand garage doors delivered in just 9 business days. Why wait 4 to 6 weeks when your new door could be rolling up sooner? They're your one-stop shop with over 25 years of experience, offering doors, parts, installs, and openers, including LiftMaster motors, overheads, and side mounts. Dealers, go check them out. They've got everything you need to get the job done right. Stop by 107 Bohannon Avenue or call 423-278-0622. D&D Garage Door Supplier. Reliable, trustworthy, and opening doors for you every day.
Third down coming up here for the West Greene Buffaloes. 3rd down and 11 at the South Greene 42. Brown to pass. Good snap. Throws it deep. Owen-B off his hands, incomplete.
Wasn't open. I mean, he might have had a step, but kind of overthrew him. And we know why Owen-B didn't catch it, ball, right?
Yeah, he's playing defense.
He's playing defense. Now, had it been reversed, he's, playing receiver, he'd have latched on that thing.
4th down coming up for the West Greene Buffaloes. Wherever you may be, thank you for watching and tuning in from Green Sports Zone on the Facebook Live, YouTube app as well. Maybe you're sitting at Sweet Sports Tavern. Hello to you guys, and thank you. You know, you're enjoying some great food tonight, great atmosphere as well. And, of course, on the Jewel 95.5 FM. West Greene will punt this one away, and it will hit at the 15 and stop dead at about the 11-yard line. And a good punt that time for West Greene, Sean Bailey. So 1st and 10 for the South Greene Rebels.
And they've got it on the 10-yard line?
Yeah.
So I always when we back somebody up like that, I always emphasize we need to hold them here. Don't give them breath. Don't give them a chance to get out. So West Greene needs to come up with a stop right there, 3 downs, and stop, make a punt, and you've got the field flipped.
So officially from the 11, the South Greene Rebels will come out and take over. Leading at 14-0. Nash Raiders scored both, a 62-yarder and a 3-yarder, and the 3-yarder came on 4th down. Trip Neese will line up behind him out of the pistol. Neese will get a carry and start to the left side, and West Greene's really done a nice job pursuing to the football when Tripp has it. And despite it looking like it was maybe a loss, it's still a gain of about 3 yards.
Good line, Surgeon. That tells you how well the line's coming off when you see a big pile on the way. Golly, they didn't get nothing. They get up and they've got 3. So, I mean, right now, South Greene's offensive line is playing, again, extremely well.
2nd down and 7 from the 14-yard line. Raider working out of the gun. Neese, yet another carry, and running left side, he's chopped down. And the South Greene Rebel defensive, or I should say the offensive front, had them all move, but slicing under that for West Greene was Brody Lance, and it's no gain. It's 3rd down and 7.
No, this is a big play right here for if you're West Greene. I mean, you're like I said, you're in it. You're in this game. You're down 2 touchdowns, but I mean that's 2 touchdowns. That's not a big thing. You need to stop them here, make them punt, and you should come up with real good field position.
I stand corrected. A couple of yards gained there. So 3rd down and short. Nash Raider going to get a carry, make a couple of guys miss in the backfield, just showing that athleticism, but it's spread out. And finishing off that play was Tristan Banks. He came from the secondary. And did it move the chains? Indeed, just did,
yes,
as he crossed the 20 to the 21-yard line for a Marsh Propane first down.
Pretty good job of setting the edge over there, and that's the whole purpose of it. You set the edge and make the running back turn back into where your buddies are. And West Greene did a good job pursuing to the football, but a little too late.
So South Greene moving the chains with the clock running now, 7:20 to play here in this first half, leading 14-0 here in the second quarter. Sanchez comes to the near side. Trip Neese up the middle, and he'll make a couple of guys miss at the line of scrimmage as he moves it across the 25-yard line. Be brought down by Austin Brown. It'll be a good gain on first, 2nd down and about 5.
Again, doesn't look like he's got much. They get up, dust the ball off, put it down, 5-yard gain. That's a sign of well, and I'll keep bragging on them, but I think these offensive linemen need the recognition that they're getting.
2nd down, call it 6, just shy, well, right at the 25-yard line. Sanchez will come in motion again. High snap, they come near side. This will be to Couch. They're going to rule it incomplete. And the pass was high, and it's tough to throw it over the very tall Lucas Couch, but they did successfully, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and he had Sanchez coming in motion, and he was going to come out and block the guy that was covering Lucas Couch. But unfortunately, the ball, you're in the shotgun a lot of times, the wonderful shotgun. And a lot of times you don't get your hands on the threads of the ball, especially when you got to get it out there quick. You don't have time to adjust and get your hands on it. It looks like that's what happened in that situation.
You love the shotgun.
Yeah, I love shotgun.
Raider working out of the gun. Raider is going to keep it running to the near side. 30. And he'll make it up to about the 34-yard line, which should be enough for a Marsh Propane first down, but just enough, and it is. South Greene moves the chains again.
You want to see you want to hear a scary trend if you're a West Greene fan? Notice the numbers that are making the tackles.
Yeah, the smaller numbers.
Smaller numbers. The big numbers, of course, the way defensive tackles are and stuff anymore, they wear them small. But you've got a lot of people in the secondary are making plays. That means they're getting through the first line of defense into the second level, and that's bad news. That's scary if you're a West Greene fan.
Raider working out of this pistol with Trip Neese behind him. 3 to the near side, slaps the hands and gets the play. Wants to go deep, and I think he's thrown it into coverage. He has, and it's picked off. West Greene returning at 50, 40, and taken down there. Buffaloes with the turnover. Hunter Franklin comes up with the pick, and the Buffs have it in South Greene territory.
That may be the best interception we've seen all year. He went up like a receiver and high pointed that thing and brought it down because he was in great, first off, he was in great defensive position and went up and made that catch. That was pretty awesome. And then he acted like he knew what to do with it once he caught it, too.
Yeah, he did. Broke a tackle after the intended target tried to bring him down. And a great return by Franklin. 1st and 10 for the Buffs. They'll come out of that wing formation. Pass it out of the backfield. It's complete. Banks 35. 30's lost the football, and South Greene has it. Is it a fumble? It is a fumble. South Greene has recovered it. That's what they've ruled. Lucas Couch comes up with that recovery for the South Greene Rebels.
Well, I wouldn't, be honest with you, I wasn't looking at what the play was.
I didn't either.
I was looking back here because the quarterback, Austin Brown, got racked up really well back there, and I thought this was probably going to get rough to pass it, but they didn't throw it, and he's still down on the ground. Of course, Coach Monroe was getting ready to fuss at the referees for not calling him down, and now he's got to go up there and be concerned about his quarterback.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the South Greene Rebels coming off the edge. I wasn't sure who it was that got him. And Coach Monroe is talking about it. It appears as if Brown is at least okay.
Probably got the breath knocked out of him, which is one of the worst feelings you could ever have. But, I mean, that was a good play. That was the old West Greene tradition, except when I was here. Throw it to the fullback out in the flat, and it's open all the time. And you made a great catch, but you got to turn it up. And you got to put it away.
That guy on the far sideline.
Yeah,
that defensive
absolutely.
coordinator.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He brought it to light. It was just one of those plays, his go-to play.
Yeah, it was. Usually, though, it came with a fullback is in the backfield out there, but it come off with the H-back or whatever. Same principle.
Yeah.
Same principle.
1st down and 10, South Greene. It appears as if Couch got that recovery for the South Greene Rebels. That's the 2nd turnover for West Greene. South Greene has 1 turnover. West Greene has a turnover on downs. There has been 1 punt in this football game, and there's 5:27 left until the half. South Greene leading it by 2 Nash Raider touchdowns. Snap is low. Raider picks it up. He's in trouble. He's going to make something out of nothing. 35. Penalty behind the play at the 50, and Raider goes out of bounds in West Greene territory, but this one will come back.
Yeah, and that's the 2nd time that the snap's been bad, and that may be a design play. Because the first time he dropped it like that, he went 62 yards.
Yeah, it worked pretty good.
And that time they dropped it, and he went about 30 or 40. So, but I believe we got a hold here.
Which is odd, and the only reason I say that is because the play was so broken, if you will.
I guess the lineman, he thought, well, we're not even supposed to be running this way. So the defensive player starts that way, and where are you going? So he reaches up and grabs it. That happens all the time. When somebody reverses the field, the defense shifts with them. So your person blocking, your offensive lineman sees it move, so you're out of position, so you reach up and grab. How's that for an explanation?
Good explanation.
I guarantee it. You don't tune in this stuff for nothing.
Absolutely. I'm all for it. 5:18 to play here in this opening half. South Greene now facing a 1st down and 20. Handoff, Trip Neese inside the 20. He'll move it up to about the 25-yard line as they move the ball back to the they moved it back to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, now, this is where South Greene gets normal. They come back. When they get behind the chains, they kind of bring it back to where everybody else is. It's when they're in front of the chains that they cause so much damage. But now they got to go, they got to gain 15 yards to get the 1st down.
With the ball resting at the 26-yard line. South Greene facing 2nd down and long, and this will be Neese breaks a tackle at the 30, lunges for the 34. What West Greene is doing, they're making it hard, and they're making sure tackles right now.
Well, right now they're controlling the inside running game pretty well. They're getting hurt on the edge, obviously, but right now they're handling the off tackle play, plugging up some gaps, not too badly. But now it's 3rd down. And you've gained about 100 yards so far, and you still got 8 to go, 6 or 7.
Yeah, 3rd down and a long 5, more like 6. Raider looking to pass, trying to set up the screen. Did to Neese, complete. Neese has the 40. He's got the Marsh Propane first down. He's still running. He's running over people, and he's still on his feet. What a blow he delivered at the 40, and Trip Neese will take it to the house. Touchdown, South Greene. Touchdown, Trip Neese.
How did he not step out of bounds?
Well,
How did he not step out of bounds? You know, sideline warning because Coach Monroe is out here. You know, he's ill because they set that up perfect, and he turned the corner, and I thought he stepped out of bounds, but I mean, I'm not there on it, but he's got white shoes, I think, and they run down a white sideline. It's hard to tell.
Every coach was pointing to the spot where he stepped out.
Yeah, so I got a feeling that, and they got on the wrong guy. The umpire didn't see it. He's behind the quarterback. Got to get on the side judge.
Touchdown for Trip Neese. He takes a little bubble screen, tunnel screen, if you will, running over Aiden Thompson, and was able to stay on his feet and power his way into the end zone. He'll hold the extra point attempt by Wilhoit, which is up and good. We go to a timeout, 3:45 to play with the new score. South Greene 21 and West Greene 0 as you watch the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Game of the week, driven by Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
With the hustle and bustle of life, why not let Ashley Drug, a locally owned pharmacy, take something off of your plate with their med dosage packaging? Have your medications conveniently labeled with the date and time to take them. And while you're at it, utilize the free delivery service for those times that you can't get out of your house. Need an easy way to refill your medications? You can order and manage your refills today with text alerts. Text RX Local to 64890 to sign up and get started. Don't let life pass you by. Get out and enjoy every minute and let Ashley Drug help you do so. Located in the West Greene shopping.
66 yards for Trip Neese, and he powered his way into the end zone. And now Will Hoyt's going to power his way a kickoff through the back of the end zone. A 4-play, 70-yard touchdown drive. And it comes after a turnover. After West Greene had picked off Raider, they fumble it on the next play. A penalty backed him up. Trip Neese then ran 2 times, and then he received that third down screen and took it 66 yards to the house.
Which, by the way, was a great call. Yeah, 3rd and long. So West Greene's thinking, okay, it's going to be a passing situation. They're dropping people out, try to cover it. They'll let the receiver get behind you, and they drop it off in front of you. And then once they get it in space, they are hard to corral.
South Greene leading 21-0. West Greene with the football. And they have it from the 20-yard line. And they'll hand it right up the middle, and South Greene going to make that pretty difficult. And so the tackle made. Gang tackled.
Flag on the play. A little too gang tackling, I think.
As Damian Sintel on that carry. A personal foul face mask going against the South Greene Rebels. Well, add 15 yards to the end of that run, which was a gain of a yard.
So actually, they gained 16. 15 plus 1. You know, 2 pet peeves, right? Shotgun and face mask penalties.
Yeah.
Is it 5 or is it 50? It needs to be.
No idea.
It needs to be the same as everywhere. You grab a face mask, it's 15 yards.
So to the 30, they'll call it the 35 because they didn't give him any yards gained.
There goes Marty.
First down and 10. Hey, Marty. And boy, people love him.
Yeah. He's on parade.
3.5 to the half. South Greene will receive the second half kickoff as well. The West Greene Buffaloes come out of that full house backfield. A little Hampton look here. Brown going to let it fly deep.
Oh, no.
Back there deep is Sanchez, who picks it off for South Greene at the 37. Sanchez returned at the 50.
Look out.
Sanchez 40.
Block in the back.
Penalties down as South Greene's Angel Sanchez goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line with a flag back at the 45.
Yeah, we're going to get a block on the back. I'm sure it's what it was. Sanchez made a great interception also, but that was a one-man route. West Greene had one receiver running down the field, and Sanchez, I think, is probably playing safety. And he's playing corner, and the safety is coming over. Quarterback threw it up there, and he was deeper than the receiver.
Yeah. Block in the back going against South Greene from the 46. We'll move it back to about the 44 of South Greene. About the 45. All right, so we'll say the 45 or the 40. Either way, that's what we'll do.
I'm going to say it's a 45 and a half. What do you think?
There we go.
45 in a football.
Yeah.
How long's a football?
I don't know. I didn't have that class. Did you?
Apparently not.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know.
Golly, West Greene needs a stop big time right here. Because South Greene can double up. They get the opening kickoff the second half, too.
So the South Greene Rebels. First down and 10, and they'll hand it off, running out to the left side, and getting open is Charlie Lane. He emerged last week as a runner. He's emerged this week as a runner. He's going to take it into the end zone for another South Greene touchdown. They start to open it up as he takes it to the house from 55 yards.
Yeah, again, you got to set the edge. That time it wasn't nothing but a simple end around, half back around, whatever you want to call it. And he turned the corner without anybody being there. And he went down the field, and again, Aiden got hit pretty good.
So it will be South Greene leading 27-0. And on to attempt the point is going to be Brant Wilhoit. Snap by Couch. The hole by Neese. Wilhoit's kick is up, partially blocked. They got a piece of it, but it still goes through good. We go to a timeout. Back right after this with your new score. South Greene 28, West Greene 0. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone at Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
No more sitting in a waiting room when you're feeling awful. Bayleton Drug Company now offers a all-in-one test kit. Just pick it up at 515 Van Hill Road in Bayleton. Take it home and test once for COVID, flu A, flu B. Then call or text us a picture of your positive results, and a pharmacist will fill your prescription for easy pickup, all from the comfort of your own home. Bayleton Drug Company, 515 Van Hill Road in Bayleton, or visit our website, Bayleton Drug Company.
Charlie Lane adding to his good day last week. Another big run by Charlie, 55 yards just to play to get into the end zone for the South Greene Rebels after yet another turnover, the interception. This kickoff by Wilhoit will sail between Bo Thompson and Patterson into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the South Greene Rebels, who lead 28-0, will watch West Greene take the field, and they'll scrimmage from the 20. 2:53 left here until the half. The Heritage Community Bank halftime report is on the way. We'll have a look at some scores around the area, your first half numbers, and some coaching adjustments all coming up, plus a battle of the bands here tonight.
Oh, battle of the band. I used to tell you I used to help the band in high school.
Were you a Band-Aid?
I was a Band-Aid. I went and got them stuff and everything. Okay. Band-Aid.
First down and 10 for the
We've been together too long.
Yes, way too long. Hand off to the fullback, and that's going to be Sintel. I love his power, and I love his determination. You just start leaning on some of these guys. Trip Neese there on the stop after a gain of about 4.
Yeah, I mean, but now, you got a good game plan. You're going to control the clock, but now we're down 4 touchdowns.
Right.
So that makes it a little bit tougher to stay with this. But and South Greene says, look, we're going to call a timeout. We're going to get this ball back, and we're going to score again, 2 for 1. Score again for the half ends and get the ball back to start second half.
All right, so a timeout, South Greene, right here. The South Greene Rebels next week. They will be on the road to Cumberland Gap, another regional contest. Their last regional game is at home against Happy Valley, and the Warriors look as if they're the real deal this year. They're off to an unbeaten start at 5-0. West Greene Buffaloes will have a non-region game next week against Gatlinburg-Pittman, and Evan Monroe kind of joked about it, in our meetings during the week. He says, I was on vacation. I was living life at Disney, and I didn't know who was calling me, and it said some coach, and they're like, hey, you want to play? And I was like, sure. And then I realized I had scheduled Gatlinburg-Pittman, and then Happy Valley was the next team, and then I had South Greene prior to that. He says, I don't know what I was thinking, but I've not
ever had a good experience at Gatlinburg-Pittman, I'm just telling you.
Second down and 6.
They jumped over there on that right side.
And West Greene got a little bit in a hurry, and will jump offside as into the contest has come Thomas Mayhew, big sophomore for the South Greene Rebels up front. And again, when you run the football, that's your primary source of offense. When you get pushed back behind the chains, the execution becomes that much more.
Yeah, and football says, the rules say you get 4 downs to make 10 yards, right? You don't get 4 downs to make 12 yards, right. 15 yards.
Second down, 11.
They moved again.
For West Greene. And with it is
Whoa.
Banks. He's come out of there at the 25. Banks at the 30. He's going to have a Marsh Propane first down across the 30 to the 34-yard line for Tristan Banks.
Good run right there. Got good block on that left side. He just kind of popped through there, and he got his opportunity to get in the second level in some open space and run.
Well, marking down officially at the 33-yard line for a first down. The clock runs with 2:15 to play here in this opening half. A reminder that South Greene will receive the second half kickoff as well, as West Greene won the toss and elected to receive. Moving back to that safety position will be Noah Shelton for South Greene. Owenby's going to come to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it, and again up the middle. And Lane trying to hang on, but just a lot of power by Sintel as he's going to power his way. Another flag comes in.
Yeah, we're going to get to make a call whether or not this is incidental face mask or personal foul face mask, because you got all those bodies in there, and they're trying to grab and get a hold of something. The runners, he's a digging and a fighting and a beating and a banging, and the defenses are grabbing and a pushing and going on. And sometimes you hit that face mask. That would be you.
That's
incidental.
A 5-yard. Yeah, that's the old 5-yarder.
That's where you just brush down over it. You didn't use it to make a tackle. You just happened to hit it and let go of it or whatever.
So add this penalty, a 5-yard penalty against the South Greene Rebels for the face mask. It takes the ball to the 44-yard line for the first down. So 1st and 10, Marsh Propane first down. Toss to the right side, and breaking free in the backfield is Tristan Banks as he runs it into South Greene territory, and Banks finding some daylight will take it all the way to the Rebel 30-yard line.
That's a good job right there by West Greene. They got on the edge that time. South Greene lost containment, and once you lose containment, you're open down that sideline, and he almost took it to the house. If it hadn't had angle from South Greene, they would have took it to the house.
As we approach a minute to play here, full house backfield. They'll toss it again. Banks this time, though, is tripped up in the backfield by Lucas Couch. It'll be a loss of a couple at about the 30. Oh, they'll rule him at the 31-yard line.
No, that wasn't you executing that pitch. That pitch has got to be kind of on the zip, and he kind of looped it a little bit, and the running back had to wait on it. And one thing about South Greene, you better not be waiting on him.
Ethan White-Sintel and that power eye look. The end around, handed off to Peyton Hilton. Hilton will have it inside the 30, 25, and down to the 24 as Couch will make that stop. And West Greene will burn a timeout, their final timeout here.
Yeah, West Greene's trying to get something on the board, and I don't blame them. They need to get a little confidence going into halftime.
So the final timeout for the West Greene Buffaloes here comes with about 30 seconds to play, right at 30 seconds. Coming up at halftime, it is our Heritage Community Bank halftime report. Scores from around the area tonight from these Radio Greenville stations. You're listening to this broadcast on 95.5 FM, The Jewel. We've got North Greene and Hampton as they square off in the Region 1 Single A. The winner of that game will be the top dog.
Top dog.
As they'll be in first place.
Makes me want a hot dog.
Right. Between the Hampton Bulldogs and the North Greene Huskies. Will be first. That's on 103.1 FM, WIKQ, and 95.5 FM, WGRV. You can check in there. Johnson County, last check, leading that game 8-0, and Hampton was leading that game also 8-0. And those are scores in the first quarter. So third down coming up here for West Greene. They have no timeouts left. There's 30 seconds left here in the first half. Under center will come Austin Brown. Get the snap. He'll roll the pocket. He's under some pressure. He gets rid of it, throwing it downfield, and it's going to be
look at here.
I think it's caught. It is caught. Right at the goal line in front of two defenders. Peyton Hilton has it at the 1. It'll stop the clock for a second.
West Greene needs to hurry. Maybe they're going to spike the ball or whatever. No, they're going to run it.
They're going to run it right up the middle, and it just depends. Touchdown, West Greene.
Wow.
The Buffs get into the end zone. They just keep it and take it right in.
Well, we might already mention that catch made by, was it Hilton?
Peyton Hilton.
Peyton Hilton. First off, number one, we saw a great interception by Hunter Franklin. And then we just got through seeing a great offensive reception by Hunter. You just said his name, Peyton Hilton, because he went up above the defensive player. The defensive player smacking the ball around, and he just came down with it. Great job.
So that comes with 16 seconds left as the Buffs get into the end zone. Quarterback sneak.
Yep.
Take it right up the middle.
Tush push.
Use some of those that way. You know, in high school, you're not allowed to aid the runner. I don't know why the same rules don't apply for everybody.
Because you got 5-yard face mask penalties and 15-yard face.
And spot foul holding. Just call it from the
let's just point out everything that ignores, it irks me and Brian Staten tonight. It is the confession time.
Yeah.
Face mask penalties, shotgun, snaps, spot fouls with holding.
Yeah.
That about covers it, right?
I think it does.
Other than that, we love the game.
I do, yeah. So West Greene will come out to attempt the extra point as Kendall Caldwell to attempt out of the South Greene timeout. So 16 seconds left. The Rebels will also have the football to start the second half or receive the second half kickoff. Out of the hole to Thompson. Caldwell's kick is up. I don't know. Yeah, he pulled it. So it's no good. Let's go to a timeout. Back right after this with the new kickoff after a new score. South Greene 28, West Greene 6 for the First Horizon Green Sports Zone at Game of the Week. Driven by Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
One thing we all have in common is the need for a good running vehicle. Here at 107 Tire and Service Center, we make that achievable with our affordable prices on repairs. Our certified techs equipped to work on any major or minor repair from brakes to engine replacements, and we offer high-quality parts and a 12-month or 12,000-mile parts and labor warranty on most repairs. Come and see us at 6256 Irwin Highway in Chucky, Tennessee, or give us a call at 620-4970.
Well, a fabulous drive for the West Greene Buffaloes. 8 plays, 80 yards, coach, and Tristan Banks factored prominently in that. Couple of penalties, but the big play was Brown hanging in the pocket and delivering a 23-yard strike to Peyton Hilton.
And a great catch.
And then it was Brown who got into the end zone. Return for South Greene. This is Trent Haynes, the freshman. He'll start up the middle and move it to the outside. Haynes lowers his shoulder at the 40, still on his feet as he takes off, and he'll get out of bounds right around midfield. 6 seconds to play. South Greene, even though they like to run the football, quick strike offense.
I watch the South Greene maybe come out with 3 on one side, 1 on this side, empty backfield, and just see how far you can throw it. And if they intercept it, you just got to go down and cover it. If not, you may have a touchdown.
So the return was to the West Greene 49-yard line. And I believe South Greene's going to think about it. So we'll take a 30-second break and return in 30 seconds. With 6 seconds left here in this first half, South Greene leads West Greene 28-6.
One thing we all have in common is the need for a good running vehicle. Here at 107 Tire and Service Center, we make that achievable with our affordable prices on repairs. Our certified techs equipped to work on any major or minor repair from brakes to engine replacements, and we offer high-quality parts and a 12-month or 12,000-mile parts and labor warranty on most repairs. Come and see us at 6256 Irwin Highway in Chucky, Tennessee, or give us a call at 620-4970.
Well, West Greene needed that last drive as the South Greene Rebels have close to 250 yards of offense in this first half. That drive gave the Buffaloes just over 100 yards, 80 of it coming on that drive.
Now, if you're West Greene, you need to be like 30 yards off the ball or more. I mean, because if they throw it underneath, come up and make a tackle. But you cannot, whatever you do, you cannot let them get behind you. Aiden Thompson needs to be back off. The other corner needs to be way back off.
They keep backing up. So first down and 10. There's 6 seconds left here in this first half. Rader to pass. Now Rader under pressure. Rolling the pocket. This play will not count in the event it is caught, which it is not. There was a penalty thrown for a hold, and that will likely be the end of the first half as the pass was incomplete.
Good pressure by West Greene's defensive line.
Yeah, and really, I think of that situation too, what I think Joel Burns, offense coordinator, wants to see. He wants to see a pass thrown on time. Just deliver the pass. And you don't have to be wide open. You're going to run to your open spot.
Right. So you're saying he should have let go of before he got pressure.
Yeah, before he got pressure.
Yep. Learning experience.
All right, we have reached halftime. We will have your Heritage Community Bank halftime report. We'll bring you the Band of Rebels. We'll bring you the herd of Buffaloes from the bands. That'll be coming up here at halftime. Your first half statistics and scores from around the area and your coaching adjustments, all when we continue. At halftime, it's South Greene 28. It's West Greene 6. This is the First Horizon Great Sports Zone Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Unfortunately, laundry is for everyone. Luckily, so is 70 and Summer Coin Laundry. As Greenville's first-in-class laundromat, 70 and Summer Coin Laundry proudly offers Greene County and the surrounding areas an always clean and video-monitored environment to safely utilize their coin and card-operated machines that have the option to operate in both Spanish and English language, and their high-capacity washers and dryers. And for your convenience, detergent, fabric, softener, and snack machines are available. So finally, Laundry Day can be your favorite day at 70 and Summer Coin Laundry, located at 1045 West.
This is the Bachman Bernard Greene Sports Zone Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing, brought to you by the Terry Law Firm, the Main Brand Hair Company, Tusculum Body Shop, D&D Garage Door Supplier, and by CNC Custom Trailers.
All right, we welcome you back into the First Horizon Greene Sports Zone Friday Night Lights Game of the Week. South Greene leading the West Greene Buffaloes here 28-6. See the Band of Rebels who have already taken the field here at halftime. We welcome you to the Heritage Community Bank halftime report.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The South Greene Rebels leading here at halftime as we welcome you into the Heritage Community Bank halftime report. During our halftime, we have a chance to zone in on some of the other activities. That includes the South Greene Rebel Band of Rebels. Let's enjoy South Greene High School and their halftime performance here at West Greene High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Greene Band of Rebels. South Greene leading here at halftime, 28-6. We'll have a look at the West Greene High School Band when we continue with more of our Heritage Community Bank halftime report. This is Friday Night Lights. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
This is the Bachman Bernard Green Sports Zone Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing, brought to you in part by Terry's Flooring, Heritage Community Bank, Bayleton Drug Company, State Representative David Hawk, and 70 in Summer Coin Laundry.
All right, we welcome you back into Mossheim as you notice the scoreboard. South Greene leading here against West Greene by a score of 28-6. What Scott does not know is that we may need to get him off the roof. We have entered into a lightning delay as they have just announced that here at West Greene High School, which is why West Greene High School has not come on to the field just yet. Normally in these kind of things, they try to clear out the stadium, but probably not the wisest thing to do here tonight. Standing room only at West Greene's Jim Sauceman Field here at the range. And the baseball field is quite popular tonight as well, as you see some of the fans that are right around the scoreboard. So lightning delay, they are expected to return the band out here at 8:33. So we'll continue with some things and maybe bring you some additional interviews. We didn't get to finish all of the Evan Monroe interview. We may be able to bring you that, here during this halftime. So we have entered into a lightning delay. We'll bring you some scores around the area and also the complete interview with West Greene head coach Evan Monroe. That's when we continue with our Heritage Community Bank halftime report. At halftime, South Greene leading West Greene 28-6. This is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. This is Friday Night Lights, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Looking for a garage door without the long wait? At D&D Garage Door Supplier of Greenville, you'll find Safeway brand garage doors delivered in just 9 business days. Why wait 4 to 6 weeks when your new door could be rolling up sooner? They're your one-stop shop with over 25 years of experience, offering doors, parts, installs, and openers, including LiftMaster motors, overheads, and side mounts. Dealers, go check them out. They've got everything you need to get the job done right. Stop by 107 Bohannon Avenue or call 423-278-0622. D&D Garage Door Supplier. Reliable, trustworthy, and opening doors for you every day.
My dad was born here in 1933. The Terry family has been around East Tennessee since that time, almost 100 years now. Over the past 25 years of my career, I've had the opportunity to represent East Tennesseans all over the country. When we say, let our family help your family, we mean that. That is something we live by here at the Terry Law Firm. You have my word that we will represent your family just like you're part of our family.
Hello, friends. This is State Representative David Hawk. Always honored to support our Greenville and Greene County schools and their academic and athletic programs. We are blessed to have great families, teachers, and coaches working hard to ensure a bright future for our students. I'm David Hawk, encouraging all listeners to get involved and stay involved with our young people to help them succeed. We work hard in the classroom through the week and play hard on the field when the Friday night lights turn on. Once again, this is David Hawk. It's my honor to serve and represent you. Paid for by Fund to elect David Hawk, Daniel Hawk, Treasurer.
All right, back in the Heritage Community Bank halftime report, you see the score, 28-6. You see the clock counting down. Disregard that clock because that will not matter. We will not be resuming any action here until 8:33. How much time they put on the clock, that is questionable. We do not know. But let's give you some scores from around the area. And if you so choose, tonight on these Radio Greenville stations, 103.1 FM, WIKQ, and 99.5 FM WGRV. We've got contests for you. That's actually one game. That is the Hampton versus North Greene contest that is happening tonight. And a good one there. It's still 8-0. Last report, I believe they're in a delay as well, actually. So Hampton, North Greene in a delay at 8-0. Hampton with the lead there. The Chucky Oak Black Knights have reached halftime. They're playing Johnson County. They trail 16-7. Cherokee defeats Seymour 7-0. Cosby leading Hancock County 7-0. Cobb County and Boone tied at 7. Elizabethton leads Northview Academy 17-7. Pittman leading Claiborne 28-0. They're in the second quarter. Granger is leading Sullivan East 8-0. Jeff County is all over Science Hill tonight, 31-0. The Hilltoppers are unbeaten on the year at 5-0. Jeff County is 3-1. Cloudland leading Jellicoe 16-14 in the second. Halftime, the Battle of Morristown. West leads East 3-0 on a kicker's kick. Unicoi County is leading Pigeon Forge at halftime, 21-7. Sunbright leads Unaka 34-0 also at halftime. Abingdon, Virginia leads Tennessee High 7-6 at halftime. And it's Dobbins Bennett leading West Ridge 17-7. And they are at halftime. That's your Friday Night Lights scoreboard. And we'll have more numbers when we continue. But we have this extended delay, a lightning delay here on top of Big Ridge and Moss High, with the South Greene Rebels leading, as you see on the scoreboard there, 28-6. Coming up after this break, we'll have our complete interview with the head Tatanka of West Greene High School, and that is Evan Monroe. That's when we continue with more coverage. From the Heritage Community Bank Halftime Report, this is the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Friday Night Lights, Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan.
With the hustle and bustle of life, why not let Ashley Drug, a locally owned pharmacy, take something off of your plate with their med dosage packaging? Have your medications conveniently labeled with the date and time to take them. And while you're at it, utilize the free delivery service for those times that you can't get out of your house. Need an easy way to refill your medications? You can order and manage your refills today with text alerts. Text RX Local to 64890 to sign up and get started. Don't let life pass you by. Get out and enjoy every minute and let Ashley Drug help you do so. Located in the West Greene Shopping Center.
All right, we welcome you back into West Greene High School here on top of Old Big Ridge, and dealing with the lightning delay and apparently the storm moving in here to Moss High. So tentatively we are scheduled for an 8:33 start, but there's been a couple of other lightning strikes, so I'm sure that has been extended just a little bit here as well. So we did get to give you the entirety of the interview with Coach Evan Monroe of West Greene. So let's do that now. South Greene leading here at halftime. We welcome you into the Heritage Community Bank halftime report. South Greene leading, as you see, 28-6. Our Tyler Nichols sat down with West Greene head coach Evan Monroe.
It's always a fun matchup between South Greene and West Greene. What do we expect on the range on Friday night?
This game means a lot to this community. It's the one game that when you post the schedule, everybody circle says, well, we'll be free this Friday night.
And nobody's shy about saying that.
No, nobody around here is shy about it. It's an important game because it is a region game for us. That's the most important thing is it's a region game. That sets up our playoff seeding. So it'd be great for us to come out Friday night and play lights out and come out with a win. But for community-wise, this place will be packed. It'll be standing room only. It's
Their
always,
side will be standing room only.
Yeah, this place gets packed out South Greene night. It's always fun. It's fun. It's a fun game to coach in. It's always a fun game. It was a fun game to play in. And it's important for the community. So as a coaching staff, you have to kind of make sure your guys don't do anything dumb. That was something I had to preach last week. And second half was guys don't do anything dumb. In the second half, you get yourself out of here because next week's what's important. This week is, I said it starts our region play against South Greene. I said you don't want to miss that game. I said that's an important region game for us, and it's an important game. So, I had to explain that to those guys, and they all kind of understood. So, I just know that the community looks forward to it. Coaching staff looks forward to it. It's a big-time football game.
And that's one thing that I forgot to add that you touched on right there is that it's your first region game.
Yeah.
This starts region play where you have a schedule where you have 7 non-region games and only 3 region games. And it's weird that you start your region games in game 6, but you're at a point in your schedule now where you have region game followed by non-region, then a region, and then you've got Cumberland Gap to finish. Yeah, so it's a weird schedule.
Yeah.
And the region games, of course, matter the most. You've got 3 of those.
Yeah.
And no better team to start it with than arguably West Greene's biggest rival in South Greene.
Yeah. The big thing is region play. The way playoff seeding is now, you can go 0-7 in non-region play. If you're 3-0 in region play and you're region champs, you're the 1 seed.
Yep.
I tell our guys, let's go 1-0 this week. Let's work on us this week and let's keep getting better. And up until last week, I thought we had took a step forward to get to that point. Last week, kind of took a step back. That falls on us as coaches. We got to be better. But this is a great week to come out and get our first win, and so start off region play 1-0 would be huge for us. It's always good when you can get a win against South Greene.
Let's talk about South Greene a little bit also.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the offense and the defense. I know
man.
the offense you can't really call it a 2-headed monster anymore because with the emergence of Charlie Lane's athleticism, you can really call it a 3-headed monster now with Nash Rader, Trip Neese, and Charlie Lane there in the backfield for South Greene. And then on the defense, you've got a hard-nosed defense that's coached by a coach that you were very familiar with in Joe Case. So talk about South Greene as a whole from the offense to the defense.
That offense is as dynamic as they come. They're fast. They'll see a hole's clogged and they'll cut it back and they just outrun people to the side and then they're gone. They're very athletic. Keeping them contained will be a struggle. I mean, you can't let them get loose because if they get loose, they've got the speed to run up the sideline and beat you. They're fast. They're strong. They're dynamic. They're explosive. So for us on defense this week, the goal is to contain them, try to limit their explosive plays, and do the best we can with that. Because man, they are as dynamic as they come. They're just explosive. Those 3 guys make them tick, and when they're on, they're on. So it'll be tough to stop them.
And to be successful as always, you've got 3 keys to the game that you need to carry out on Friday nights in order to earn a win. What are they this Friday night against South Greene?
Limit their explosive plays. We can't let them just rip off scores right out of the gate. We got to make them drive the length of the field, and just not let those guys get loose and make huge plays. That's been their MO this season, and they've done a great job at it. Second thing is we've got to win the time of possession battle. It's hard for them to score when they don't have the football. So for us, we got to take care of the football, win the time of possession, slow the game down, try to play a little keep away with them, and let's turn it to a rock fight, see what we can do with it. And then last thing is we got to win special teams. I think we've done a fantastic job of that so far this year, but I think special teams could make or break us Friday night. So we got to make sure we're special.
Evan Monroe with Tyler Nichols. So our lightning delay has been extended a little bit here. You notice there's some time on the clock, but they have asked the stadium to clear out. The lightning will continue, likely to impact about the time we're supposed to be returning to action, somewhere around 8:45. That has now been extended to 8:52. So that is the new start time, the resumption time. I'm assuming that at that time the teams will come out, do a 3-minute warm-up, and then we'll be ready to go for action. But that's what we're looking at right now. We'll continue with more of our Heritage Community Bank halftime report. I have some numbers. We'll do some first-half statistics when we continue with more right after this. Here at halftime, South Greene leading West Greene 28-6. As you watch the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Friday Night Lights, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale, we're not merging, we're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Lightning delay here at West Greene High School for our First Horizon Green Sports Zone Friday Night Lights Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing. You see South Greene leading the game 28-6. Let's go over some of the first half numbers. That's brought to you by Nick Hershey of Cardinal Finance. So South Greene led this football game by a score of 28-0, and we're looking for a little more. They called a timeout, but West Greene says we're not going to go quietly. And they were able to put together a pretty nice drive, and they get down to the into the end zone as well. But this game started off with West Greene winning the coin toss, and they elected to receive. They took 10 plays, but went an official of 27 yards. They took more than 7 minutes off of the clock on that opening drive, executed everything to a T, but failed on 4th down and turned it over on downs. It took less than a minute on a poor snap. Rader actually is a good snap. Rader just didn't handle the snap. He dropped it, picked it up, and then scampered 62 yards to a touchdown. 2 plays, 62 yards in 58 seconds, and the point after was no good. It was 6-0. West Greene's very next series, they would fumble the football and give it back to the South Greene Rebels, who took 7 plays to get into the end zone. It took a 4th down lunge to start the second quarter by Nash Rader. He would score from 3 yards away. And the point was a 2-point conversion, a pass to Lucas Couch back of the end zone. The 2-point conversion good, and it was a 14-0 game. The West Greene Buffaloes would get the football. They'd go 3 plays. They'd lose a yard after they had great field position. Starting at the South Greene 41, they would punt it away. South Greene would take over at about the 10 yards. They would go 7 plays, and Rader would look to throw the ball deep, but it was picked off by Aiden Thompson, who was able to do something with it and give it back to West Greene in great field position, starting at the South Greene 40. On the ensuing possession, the West Greene Buffaloes would fumble it, recovered by Lucas Couch. South Greene would take over, take just 4 plays, and it would be a long touchdown run this time by Charlie Lane, who would get into the end zone from 66 yards away, and the South Greene Rebels back on the board. West Greene would get intercepted once again, or I should say this was the Charlie Lane touchdown, the 55-yarder. that resulted in that to make it a 28-0 game. So with less than about 2 minutes to play in the first half, West Greene would have the football at their 20. South Greene got a stop on first down and called a timeout. And then West Greene picked up a first down, and all of a sudden they caught fire. They got hot. A couple of long runs by Tristan Banks, and then a long pass play in between two defenders of South Greene as Austin Brown would find Peyton Hilton down to the 1, and then Brown would punch it in on a quarterback keeper. The point after was no good, so it was 28-6, which is where we are here at the half. For the South Greene Rebels in that first half, they rushed it 16 times for 181 yards, 2 tosses, meaning catches, for 67 yards, as Raiders 2 for 6 with a touchdown and a pick. And the touchdown was an amazing run on just a screen by Trip Neese, who did most of the work on his own. South Greene's been penalized 5 times for 55 yards. South Greene's 3 for 4 on third downs, but 1 for 1 on fourth. And they've held the ball just over 10 minutes here in this first half. West Greene has 77 yards on the ground and 37 yards through the air. And again, of that 114 yards of offense there in that first half of play, the West Greene Buffaloes got 80 of that on their final drive of the half to make it a 28-6 game. 3 of 5 passing with a pick, couple of fumbles lost, and 3 penalties for just 12 yards. 3 of 8 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down, but they've held the ball as they had hoped to do and won the time of possession battle. They have had it for 17 minutes here in this first half of play. Rushing the football for South Greene, Nash Rader has 8 carries for 97 yards and 2 scores. Charlie Lane 1 for 55, Trip Neese 7 for 29. Raiders 3 of 5 passing for 70 yards, and Trip Neese a catch for 66 yards to do much of the damage there in that first half of play. South Greene defensively led by Lucas Couch. He has 5 tackles in the first half, and Charlie Lane with 4 tackles in the first half. For West Greene, rushing the football, Tristan Banks 11 carries for 43 yards. Damian Sintel 7 for 28. Austin Brown's 3 for 5 passing for 37 yards, and Peyton Hilton has 2 catches for 27 yards. And on defense, Austin Brown has been one of the top tacklers for this West Greene Buffalo team here in this first half of action. Your Nick Hershey, Cardinal Finance scoring and statistical breakdown there in that first half of play. We are under a lightning delay here in Mosheim, where some light rain starting to fall now. Here I can start to see that through some of the lights. And so some rain starting to fall. Lightning, it looks as if it's going to stay south and then move off to our east is what it appears. Hopefully, we'll keep our fingers crossed. 8:52 is the expected restart time, which is still a few minutes. It's about 20 minutes from now. So we'll continue with more of our Heritage Bank halftime report in a weather delay. We'll hear from South Greene head coach Shawn Jones when we continue with more of our coverage here from West Greene. At halftime, South Greene leads it 28-6 for the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week. It's Friday Night Lights, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect: games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected: low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hello, friends. This is State Representative David Hawk. always honored to support our Greenville and Greene County schools and their academic and athletic programs. We are blessed to have great families, teachers, and coaches working hard to ensure a bright future for our students. I'm David Hawk, encouraging all listeners to get involved and stay involved with our young people to help them succeed. We work hard in the classroom through the week and play hard on the field when the Friday night lights turn on. Once again, this is David Hawk. It's my honor to serve and represent you. Paid for by Fund to elect David Hawk, Daniel Hawk, Treasurer.
All right, we welcome you back into our First Horizon Green Sports Zone Friday Night Lights game of the week, and currently under a lightning delay. There is some rain that is starting to fall, and South Greene leading here at halftime 28-6. We are not anticipating starting until 8:52, which means they'll put some time on the clock. They'll allow the teams to come out and warm up, and then they will be ready to go after that. We hope. At least that is the current plan, but there's still some lightning in the area. In the event you missed it a bit earlier, Tyler Nichols sat down with Shawn Jones of the South Greene Rebels, and he sat down with the defensive coordinator, Joe Case, and they discussed the milk can game and what it means, as Joe Case was a coach here at West Greene High School as well. As a matter of fact, Joe Case, from 2007 to 2019, in 13 years, compiled 60 victories there, and he had 3 consecutive 7-win years from 2009 through 2011. As Joe Case, the winningest coach in West Greene history, or the second winningest coach in West Greene history, Jim Saussman, who won 65 games during his tenure here at West Greene. Those two sit down with Tyler Nichols. In the event you missed it, here is Tyler Nichols with South Greene head coach Shawn Jones and defensive coordinator Joe Case.
When you start your Region 1 2A play this week against West Greene, so what's the mindset going into Friday night?
Well, here in practice, we've talked about 1-0, and this is important to the community and stuff, and it's one of those things where when I first started coaching, we won it for so many years, and then Coach Case come along, won it 7 straight years. It's kind of like Cinderella says, you don't know what you got till it's gone, and so that part is important. But again, now that West Greene, and back then, it's kind of when we first started West Greene was conference, then they wasn't, then it was, and it's kind of on and off, and now they're back. But just going 1-0 the conference is big because our culture around here, since I've come back 6 years ago, we're wanting to play for conference championships and going down the road, and you can't win the conference unless you go 1-0. So all the extra. We'll leave it up to the cheerleaders and the community and stuff, and we got to go 1-0 this week, and we've got a good ball club that's coming in here, or we're going down to play Friday night.
Being the defending Region 1 2A champions, too, of course, looking to go back-to-back, and you've got to get a win over West Greene to be able to reach that ultimate goal. So for you, what's the preparation like going into this week against West Greene to open region play?
Well, I talked to our guys earlier in the week. We want to prepare every game like we're playing the best team in the state of Tennessee. It's something that a few years ago that, we had a football player that played at Morristown West, and he was in Knoxville, and he was a running back years ago that played for Merrill, was a really good football player, and they actually kind of met each other in an area, kind of happenstance meet up, and got to talk, and he said, how does Maryville be so consistent? How do y'all do it? And at that time, George, coached played at Jefferson County, and I've always thought the world of George and his family. But George built a culture down there every day that they said they were playing Morristown West every week because they knew at that time Morristown West was the best team they were going to face to get to the state championship. So they practiced every day at that intensity and that level to get to where they wanted to be. So that's the way I approach it still. I do the same things as far as scouting reports, still do everything. Spend a lot of time. Might have spent a few more extra hours this week, but it's something that I think you just got to be consistent.
You're in this milk can game, so what are you going to expect from the Buffaloes on Friday night?
Well, it's kind of one of those situations. You're 0-5, and you wonder if they're desperate. And if you've got a desperate team coming in, they're going to be dangerous. And you might say, how would you say that? And then you played a conference game yet, but 0-5, could be mentally tough on a team. So, they're going to play. They got nothing to lose. They really don't, although it is first conference game. So, and we've tried to get the guys and understand that. Every year you watch film, and there's been years they've been really great on film. Some years like, they're not so great, but they're going to play your butts off. We went down there I think it was 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and was a better team and got beat. We had 5 turnovers and did some stuff. 1 year they came up here and was down. I think Coach Carter said his senior year we got down 14-0, 14-7. I think we ended up beating them by 35, but it was a dog fight. So that's what you want to. We told the guys, we feel we're a better team. But now you got to come out and they're going to play your butts off, and because they want to go 1-0 in the conference, and they want to go, again, if they beat us and don't win another one, they want to go 1-9 on the year. So trying to get the guys to understand that it's big, because no matter what, I went watching play No Free 2 weeks ago. I was like, boys, they didn't have a great game at night and didn't have a great game against Eagleton. I was like, but I promise you they're going to come out and be ready to go Friday night.
I know you've done your preparation on West Greene and you know what you'll expect. So tell us what you think you'll see from the Buffaloes when they take the field against the Rebels.
Well, I think they'll try some different stuff against us defensively. So we've thrown a lot of different things. They may come out in the Henry formation, and they may come out and empty and try to do some things. So we kind of talked about that and came out in that a few times in things that they've done in the past to us. They may try to hold the ball and just run it and run the time down. That's something we got to get off the field if they do have to go to that and do that. And they're capable. You watch film, you watch the first series they had on offense against Eagleton. They run it right down the field. Get down there and have a chance opportunity to score, and just had some bad things happen, penalties and things like that. Or they're right there in the mix of it. You watch Providence, you watch some of the other games they played. Chucky Oak had an opportunity to win it at the end. They could be with their schedule. They could be easily 2-3 or 3-2. I know that those guys down there are working hard. I worked with those guys for a long time, and a lot of good people down there. But they're going to keep working just like we are, and they're going to find a way to get their guys better, and they'll.
Lightning delay here at West Greene High School. That is Shawn Jones with the defensive coordinator Joe Case. They were one-time coaches against each other for this rivalry. Now they are together, and Joe Case's defense allowing just 12.8 points per contest this season. Meanwhile, the South Greene offense has been running over their opposition, riding a 4-game winning streak, and currently leading here at halftime. We'll check some scores around the area as we welcome you back into the Heritage Community Bank Halftime Report. We'll do that when we continue with more. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone at Game of the Week. It's Friday Night Lights, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job, from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
My dad was born here in 1933. The Terry family has been around East Tennessee since that time, almost 100 years now. Over the past 25 years of my career, I've had the opportunity to represent East Tennesseans all over the country. When we say, let our family help your family, we mean that. That is something we live by here at the Terry Law Firm. You have my word that we will represent your family just like you're part of our family.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale, we're not merging, we're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, we welcome you back into our Heritage Community Bank halftime report, extended halftime report, and the delay has also just been extended. Now just after 9 o'clock before the teams will be allowed to come out. That's the deal. They're not going to start at 9:03. That's when the teams will be allowed to come back out for a 9:03 start. Obviously, the rain not as heavy as we think it could be or will be, but lightning is in the area, so it's within I believe it's the 12-mile radius that they will call that. So 9:03 is the latest extension to this delay. So let's give you some scores around the area tonight from these Radio Greenville stations. 103.1 FM, WIKQ, and 99.5 FM, WGRV. North Greene and Hampton are squaring off in the battle for first, Region 1 Single A, and it's all Bulldogs. They have just gone to halftime after they had an early delay. Hampton leading North Greene 30-0. They are at halftime there with Matthew Palazzo and Chris Sossman. Elsewhere tonight, the Chucky Oak Black Knights are hosting Johnson County. They are also at halftime in a delay, 16-7. Johnson County is leading Chucky Oak in that Region 1 3A contest. Cherokee is leading Seymour at halftime. It's 14-0. Cosby leading Hancock County 7-0. Boone leading Cott County 21-7. Elizabethton leading Northview Academy 20-7. Pittman, last report in the second quarter, leading Claiborne 28-0. Sullivan East has taken a lead on Granger. It's now 15-14. Jefferson County is the surprise. They are just getting set to start the second half. Jeff County leads Sides Hill 31-0. It's Cloudland leading Jellicoe 22-14. Morristown West leading East in the Battle of Morristown at halftime. It's 3-0. Unicoi County leading Pigeon Forge 21-7. Sunbright in front of Unaka 40-0 as they play in the region. But for Unaka, that was about a 3-hour trip to get to Sunbright today as they play almost in the central time zone. So that's the region. That's genius. Meanwhile, Abingdon, Virginia, and Tennessee High tonight, the battle of the state line, and Tennessee High is leading that one, 20-7. Tennessee High played Virginia High in the true battle of the state line last week, in which they were victorious. And Dobbins-Bennett's extended their lead on West Ridge. It's 31-7 as they are at halftime. All right, so an extended delay here. And, of course, last night, if you missed it, or maybe you watched it or you listened to Ron, Pat, and Richard, a thrilling game last night at Sevier County that in 2 overtimes, Sevier County held on for the victory. And really it's just a bit of bad luck for Greenville. They had a field goal blocked as they had moved the ball inside the 10-yard line in the second half. And had 10 guys on the field, it looked like, because the kid off the edge came free, blocked it cleanly, and then it was picked up and returned for a score to tie the game at 14. It appeared as if Greenville was going to kick a field goal to take a 17-7 lead going into the half, and then they received the second half kickoff. Instead, Sevier County was able to tie the score on a special teams play, and then they would take their first lead, kicking a field goal to make it 17-14 in the second half. Greenville would answer to tie it at 17, and then the game would be tied at 24 going into the end of regulation. And in the overtime, Greenville had a chance to win it. They had the ball at the 1-yard line, got whistled for a false start, moved the ball back, and then a fumble at the goal line. And the game went to the second overtime. They got to that second overtime because Sevier County missed a field goal, and they had the ball first. So they watched Greenville do what they do to start the second overtime. They kicked a field goal, and Sevier County on the first play of the second overtime in their possession scored a touchdown to win it 30-27 last night. So a thrilling game. Sevier County, with an all-world quarterback, threw 2 picks. He threw 1 interception all of last year. He threw 2 interceptions in the game last night. And Sevier County, though, does extend their 20-game winning streak now, giving the Green Devils their first loss of the season. Greenville will have Cherokee this coming Friday, and that will be our next First Horizon Green Sports Zone game of the week. So our first chance to see the Green Devils here from Green Sports Zone, and that'll be next Friday night at Burley Stadium. All right, so we'll have more of our Heritage Community Bank halftime report when we continue after this. Light rain continues to fall and lightning continues to strike, which continues to extend our delay, which has now been moved to 9:03. South Greene leads here at the half, 28-6 for the First Horizon Green Sports Zone game of the week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Lightning delay here at West Ridge, at West Greene on top of Old Big Ridge. Yeah, West Ridge is also playing tonight. They are losing to Diamonds Bennett. South Greene is the winning here against West Greene, 28-6 in the traditional battle of the milk can. And you've heard both of the coaches talk about what it means to them here during this delay. And, they have played every year since 1974, tonight being the 52nd meeting. This is the oldest rivalry in Greene County, and that's just because South Greene, when they played Chucky Oak, that becomes the oldest, but then it's passed as soon as South Greene plays West Greene because they played one extra year. So last week, that was the oldest rivalry. This week, now the new oldest rivalry for another whole year. And it opened up with South Greene winning the first four. Barry Carter said he was part of that very first group back in 1974 as well. And we've chronicled Barry's career. While he's not here, we can talk bad about him while he's not here. But of the 51 games, he's been a part of 48 of them, which is pretty remarkable. Evan Monroe was talking a little bit about that during his interview as well. Being a player and what it means, and it still has the same meaning as a coach, as well. You're on the sidelines and you want to win for your alma mater. And, the rivalry here of late has kind of taken a pretty even turn when you take a look at it. In 2009, the West Greene Buffaloes were able to reel off their longest winning streak against the South Greene Rebels of 7 consecutive. That was prior to South Greene winning 6 straight. Those were the 2 longest winning streaks in this series between the two. Right now, the South Greene Rebels have won 6 of the last 7 meetings. They have also won 7 of the last 9, West Greene winning 2017 and 2022. That 2022 victory was pretty impressive as well, and that happened right here on this field in which West Greene wins it 16-14. Things weren't going well for the West Greene Buffaloes in that particular game, but they were able to muster up just enough. And when you talk about a victory in his very first year, pretty much, well, I should say that final year before Evan Monroe took over, he was still a part of it. He was an assistant coach here, and getting that victory. He talked a little bit about that as well in the conversation, remembering those, and it's a community thing, and so you'll have that opportunity to remember it when you're working with the folks that you were on the field with, and always say, hey, do you remember that game back in such and such? We got your number this year, and that's kind of the way that is. Some great coaches have been a part of this tradition as well. Shawn Jones. Scotty Varan has been a member as the head coach on both of these teams, and Scotty Varan was the last West Greene Buffalo coach to get the victory. He did that in 2022. He took that team to 8-2 in the regular season, and they finished 8-3 And so, once again, just a remarkable run there. And South Greene in 2022, despite their 5-5 record, they were not region opponents at the time. They made the playoffs and actually went 1-1. They won their first game, finished as the 2 seed, and then went on the road the next week to Bledsoe County before falling. So, again, this game either propels you one way or the other. So West Greene had all the momentum. 8-2 was the 2 seed and lost here at home in the first round of the playoffs that particular year. So it can spark you in different ways. And tonight being the 51st year of the County Cup, which is basically here again. And they did away with it when North Greene did not play both Chucky Oak and South Greene. However, you still compiled the county championship race, if you will, over the last couple of seasons. The South Greene Rebels, who have won 34 county championships, the last being last year. And Chucky Oak won it last in 2022. West Greene won it last in 2012. And North Greene has won it one time. They shared the title back in 1986. The South Greene Rebels have virtually won. They would own any kind of virtual tiebreaker in any way. But they have won that county cup. It will be for a 35th time that they have won the county cup. So they will be taking that back south of the river, regardless of the result here tonight. But they want the other trophy. That would be the milk can. And that is still a half away from being decided. So anticipating the teams getting set to come out here in just about 8 minutes. The rain has started to pick up a little bit here at on top of Big Ridge here in West Greene. So we'll see how that may impact the conditions. Not a whole lot of passing in this first half, a lot of running. So I anticipate more of the same in that regard. We'll come back with more of the Heritage Community Bank halftime report. Your score at the break with South Greene leading West Greene, as you see, 28-6. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Looking for a garage door without the long wait? At D&D Garage Door Supplier of Greenville, you'll find Safeway brand garage doors delivered in just 9 business days. Why wait 4 to 6 weeks when your new door could be rolling up sooner? They're your one-stop shop with over 25 years of experience, offering doors, parts, installs, and openers, including LiftMaster motors, overheads, and side mounts. Dealers, go check them out. They've got everything you need to get the job done right. Stop by 107 Bohannon Avenue or call 423-278-0622. D&D Garage Door Supplier. Reliable, trustworthy, and opening doors for you every day.
My dad was born here in 1933. The Terry family has been around East Tennessee since that time, almost 100 years now. Over the past 25 years of my career, I've had the opportunity to represent East Tennesseans all over the country. When we say, let our family help your family, we mean that. That is something we live by here at the Terry Law Firm. You have my word that we will represent your family just like you're part of our family.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale, we're not merging, we're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
We welcome you back into the Heritage Community Bank halftime reports under a weather delay. We're under a lightning delay where the lightning delay is still just 9:03, but the game will resume in 17 minutes from now, which will take our delay, if I remember correctly, to an hour and 5 minutes. That's what the delay will be. So an hour and 5 minutes. So that's how we do that. And as you see at halftime, the South Greene Rebels leading at 28-6. A thrilling first half, to be honest with you, because South Greene built this lead, and then West Greene found some momentum. They came out in this full house backfield power I set and tried to take time off the clock. But when they went back to their traditional offense, they moved the football. So we'll see if they just open it up again here in this second half, which likely they will. And will have to if they expect to win the football game, because that's why you play it. But down 28-6, South Greene will have the football to start the second half. To get you updated on some other scores, we are the only game right now delayed with lightning because and the rain starting to come down just a little bit more and a little harder at this time. As Chucky Oak and Hampton, they are still in action, and they are getting set to start that second half. And again, that is on 103.1 FM WIKQ and also 99.5 FM WGRV. And Hampton is just getting set to start the second half. They lead the game 30-0 against the North Greene Huskies. And again, that game there. The Chucky Oak Black Knights have started the second half, and they have scored in the second half. They trail Johnson County now 16-14, but the Black Knights are back on the board looking for their first region win here of the season. Cherokee is leading Seymour. I understand actually they are in a delay. It's 14-0 there. Cosby is leading Hancock County 7-0. Daniel Boone leads Cott County 21-7. It is Elizabethton leading Northview Academy 20-7. Gatlinburg Pittman leads Claiborne last report 28-0. Sides Hill, amazing, at 5-0 on the year, going to Jefferson County tonight. They've moved to the fourth quarter, and it's all Jeff County. They're running the clock second half. It's 31-0. If that score is accurate. Morristown West has added a touchdown. They lead East 10-0 in the Battle of Morristown. Unicoi County distancing themselves from Pigeon Forge. They lead at 35-7. One final tonight. Sunbright has defeated Unaka 40-0. That's a long road trip for Unaka as that game has already gone final. And Dobbins Bennett has added another score. They lead West Ridge 38-7. Raining much harder, the hardest that it has rained since we have been here this evening. A few umbrellas here in the stands as protecting themselves from the rain. However, it will not protect themselves from the lightning, which we assume has moved on since the lightning delay has not been extended, except it is set to expire here in about 2 minutes from now. Then the teams will come back out onto the field and do a warm-up, kind of have a halftime warm-up, and the game will resume at 9:15. So wherever you may be tuning in, then you can step aside, maybe tune in to the North Greene Hampton game or find something else to do here over the next few moments as well. We are at halftime with South Greene, as you see, leading the West Greene Buffaloes 28-6. Our extended Heritage Community Bank halftime report continues after this. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Friday Night Lights Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan.
Hello, friends. This is State Representative David Hawk. Always honored to support our Greenville and Greene County schools in their academic and athletic programs. We are blessed to have great families, teachers, and coaches working hard to ensure a bright future for our students. I'm David Hawk, encouraging all listeners to get involved and stay involved with our young people to help them succeed. We work hard in the classroom through the week and play hard on the field when the Friday night lights turn on. Once again, this is David Hawk. It's my honor to serve and represent you. Paid for by Fund to elect David Hawk, Daniel Hawk, Treasurer.
Rain harder here at West Greene. You may notice that in the picture there. We're under no longer a delay, but now the teams will be allowed to warm up, which the game is set to resume here in 11 minutes from now. And it will be West Greene kicking off to South Greene when we do resume. But it is raining as hard as it has rained at any time tonight. As the remaining fans in the highly conducive metal aluminum stands with lightning dancing all around us right now are excited. So, just another, and we're not paying attention. Oh, it's telling me that it's raining soon. That's good to know. It is raining right now as we see that. Hey, don't forget to join us for college football from these Radio Greenville stations tomorrow from this station that you're listening to. If you're listening on radio, 95.5 FM, the Jewel, the Tusculum Pioneers will travel to Wise, Virginia tomorrow to take on the Highland Cavaliers. Join us for our Pioneer Kickoff Show coverage beginning at 1 o'clock. Kickoff will be at 2 o'clock. And then it's a Tennessee football Saturday. They have the Marathon pregame, which will kick off somewhere around noon. And the game doesn't kick off until about 4:15. It is Tennessee and Mississippi State tomorrow in Starkville. That's on 103.1 FM WIKQ and 99.5 FM WGRV. That is College Football Saturday across these Radio Greenville stations. It is a deluge of rain that is coming down right now here on top of Big Ridge. Now, we do need the rain. We don't need this much. We'll come back. We'll be rejoined by Barry Carter with your first half coaching adjustments when we continue right after this. Your score at halftime, as you see, South Greene leading West Greene 28-6. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Friday Night Lights, Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
No more sitting in a waiting room when you're feeling awful. Bayleton Drug Company now offers a all-in-one test kit. Just pick it up at 515 Van Hill Road in Bayleton. Take it home and test once for COVID, flu A, flu B. Then call or text us a picture of your positive results, and a pharmacist will fill your prescription for easy pickup, all from the comfort of your own home. Bayleton Drug Company, 515 Van Hill Road in Bayleton, or visit our website, Bayleton Drug Company.
We welcome you back into a rain-soaked range. Jim Sauceman Field here at West Greene High School on top of Old Big Ridge. The South Greene Rebels leading the game. You see the teams West Greene out warming up. South Greene doing the same. Barry Carter is awakened from his hibernation nap.
Yes.
And which was a good one. South Greene leading at 28-6. Let's get a little bit of our Heritage Community Bank halftime report coaching adjustments. I think West Greene made adjustments because they trailed. Boy, they sure did look good when they went back to their normal set.
Yeah, and I think they came in with a super game plan. Just hold the ball and keep it well, it worked for a while, and they made too many mistakes in the process. So they went back and started having success with doing the things they've been doing, and so they need to continue that. Now, South Greene, I think they played some younger people, whatever. So look for South Greene as they get the ball here to start the second half. And I mean, you scored 28 points at halftime. If you're in the dressing room making adjustments, you need to be checked on because the West Greene needs to come out and get after him and just forget what the score is. I know this is coach speak, but let's say the score is 0-0 and let's win the second half.
This is a rivalry game. You're sitting in there an hour. Our delay right now is an hour and going to be an hour and 5 minutes. That's a lot, Maybe you ate pregame a long time ago. You're hyped up about that. You're a team that had a big lead. West Greene had all that momentum. Does this kind of spoil a little bit of that momentum with that long delay?
Well, when you saw both teams come out of the dressing room, this is a great sport. It's the only sport in the world or anything where you could actually play in the rain and somebody don't think you're crazy. So and I've been involved in rain like this. It just kind of rejuvenates you or something like that. So I look for both teams to be ready to go and get after each other. But we got one missing factor here we haven't noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed.
We got West Greene on the field. We got South Greene on the field. And unless we're going to play on the honor system, we have no referees out here.
They said 9:15.
Yeah.
That's what they said. So that's still a few minutes away, from now. South Greene and this, they're looking to continue this wave of momentum. They hoping to this 5-game winning streak. They've got this one here tonight. They are on the road at Cumberland Gap and then at Concord Christian, new school with some football. So we've got that going on. So
isn't that game at Concord Christian about 2:00 in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's a 2:00 game
on a Saturday.
On a Friday, they're going to go ahead and play on Friday, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. You get out of school early. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm liking.
So they're going to get that done. Do that. The West Greene Buffaloes. They've got Gatlinburg Pittman here next week.
Never had a good experience with Gatlinburg Pittman, ever.
And then they go to Happy Valley, who's having a fabulous year. They're unbeaten on the season. That's a region game for them. Then they go to Unicoi County. Coach Monroe wanted to make it real difficult for himself.
Yeah.
They'll close out the year here at home for senior night against Cumberland Gap. And either way this game goes, you're hoping to have some momentum carrying it the rest of the season as we have reached the midway point here of the season, taking the downward slide. That's hard to believe.
I hate to be a negative Nelly or whatever, and if there's any Nellies out there, listen, I didn't mean that to be bad. But you look at that schedule with, South Greene, Gatlinburg, and I mean, just not even going from the top down. You finish up with Gatlinburg, Pittman, Happy Valley, Unicoi County, Cumberland Gap. Guess what? You get to do that again next year, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
so,
tough.
yeah.
All right, those are your sort of, kind of coaching adjustments if you paid attention to that. Our final break of this extended Heritage Community Bank halftime report, we're going to be talking about what we were doing a year from now, or a year from tomorrow at this time, last year. Actually, we'll do that when we come back from this break. At halftime, South Greene is leading at 28-6. Teams are ready. The refs are starting to come back out. We're getting ready to go for football. It's Friday Night Lights. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week, driven by Bachman Bernard, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Green Sports Zone, in partnership with First Horizon Bank, presents the Bachman Bernard Green Sports Zone TV Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Brought to you by Bachman Bernard Chevy Buick GMC Cadillac. At Bachman Bernard, they go the extra mile to see you smile. By Tommie's Plumbing. If you got a leak, let Tommie take a peek. The Marathon Quick Stop Markets. Run in when you run out. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor. Gateway Ford Nissan. Buy local and save thousands at Gateway Ford Nissan. D&D Garage Door Supplier. Reliable, trustworthy, and opening doors for you every day. Casper's Wrecker Service. Providing quick towing to East Tennessee since 1992. Open 24 hours a day. Tusculum Body Shop since 1963. Come see them for all your auto body needs. Sweet Sports Tavern and Eatery. Score a seat at Sweets, where where fans become family. Main Brand Hair Company. Go experience the Main Brand difference. Food City. Value every day. The Terry Law Firm. The Terry Law Firm fights for you. Small town firm, big city know-how. Terry's Flooring. Add value to your home by seeing Popsy and his team. The 107 Tire Center, your neighborhood tire and auto experts. The IHOP at the TA Travel Center, exit 36 in Bayleton. 70 and Summer Coin Laundry, Greenville's first in class laundromat. State Representative David Hawk, proud, unwavering, conservative leadership. Bayleton Drug Company, where you're a neighbor, not a number. Heritage Community Bank, making a difference for their.
You hear the whistle, and we get set to kick off this second half as Caldwell will have a short kick. South Greene anticipated it, fielding it, and advancing it to the 49. Bride State and the coach Barry Carter with our game day producer Derek Tarleton and our technical operator, our camera guy. That is Scott Philbeck. Tyler Nichols is here. We've got Tate Russell here. Jimmy Bowman was here. And Rhonda Carter as well. Tonight, this is we're all in tonight. South Greene will have the ball to start this second half, Coach. They lead the game 28-6. A game last year at this time, this rain is reminiscent, but nothing like the rain we experienced last year for the devastation.
Yeah, it was unreal. And I'm going to say something about what happened. WGRV, the Greenville radio station, did a great job. But I remember flipping on the radio about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard my man Brian Staten say one of the most touching prayers that I've ever heard. And it was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I guess. And he was praying over the dam.
Yeah, I was about ready to go.
Now, guess what?
It didn't go.
Go out to Asheville Highway, and it's still there, brother.
And it was funny you don't think about things like that. It was reaction.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just sitting there in the studio, and I'm just kind of reacting to the events. Ron is calling me, and you could hear the panic in his voice. And I was like, if my man Ron is panicked.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be? And we're getting that out. And that's the first thing I thought to do because that's how I was raised.
Yep, I guarantee it. And it was outstanding.
Well, thank you. The South Greene Rebels have the football. They have it at their own. They get a 5-yard penalty for a false start. And, boy, West Greene came out fired up, ready for that handoff to Trip Neese, and they're going to lose another yard as that entire front just blew up the South Greene Rebels.
West Greene came out of the dressing room, and as soon as they came out the door of the dressing room and got in this rain, you could just see the spirits just went sky high, and it's carried over here. Now you got South Greene where you want them, third down in a bunch. So, I mean, another stop here, another punt, who knows?
So it brings up the second down and long, 15. No gain on that play for Trip Neese. And so the South Greene Rebels
are going under center.
That's odd. And I think that obviously has a lot to do with the situation here. Toss to the left side. Trip Neese trying to get outside, and he's going to be brought down by his shirt collar. Everybody that owns a yellow flag has thrown it in the direction of the tackle.
This back judge needs to be in the Olympics for flag throwing because he threw that thing probably 30 yards and came right down where the penalty happened. That is some kind of talent right there. But that was the old grab, the horse collar where you grab at the nameplate, as they say, and the back of the shoulder pads, and that's a dangerous play. But again,
it is.
You're just trying to get somebody down.
Well, they've had time to rest, so his arm isn't near as tired.
This is true. This is true.
The penalty will take it to the 40-yard line as Trip Neese was getting ready to break it to daylight. And then the penalty on the horse collar tackle, adding the 15 yards to the West Greene 40-yard line.
Now, something you need to keep in mind is that there's rain is still continuing to fall. The grass is wet. The ball is wet. Ball security is big because a turnover could really turn this thing around.
28-6, South Greene leading it. They start with the football here in this second half, and Rader's going to keep it, getting it outside. He'll break a tackle at the line of scrimmage, break another, and then he is tackled by a herd of Buffalo as he'll take it inside the 40 around the 36-yard line. That's a tough 4-yard run.
Yeah, and you just see the kind of athlete he is. And I wonder if the center for South Greene doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time we've seen him several times. That's the first time they've been under center. He may be going, "Who is this? What is this?"
Second down and 6 here in this third quarter of action as the South Greene Rebels lead this football game 28-6. Rain continues to fall, anticipating that to stop here in the next, say, 30 minutes or so as well. Lane comes to the near side. They'll run that little counter, hand off to him, and he went for 55 yards on it last time. He's breaking tackles. He's still on his feet. He's lunging for the goal line, but he's going to be stopped well shy of that. But make it inside the Gary's Paint Body red zone, picking up a Marsh Propane first.
I don't know what they're averaging on that play, but that's 55. And how many yards did he go right there?
I'll figure it out.
All right.
I just won't know until they spot it, which is going to be at the 11. So that goes 25 yards.
So 55 and 25 is what? 90, 80?
So 80.
So they've averaged 40 yards a carry on that reverse play right there.
Pretty
you
good.
Notice how I did that right in my head?
That's really good.
Didn't use my phone, folks.
Hey, he's a science major. Is that right?
Huh?
You're a science major?
Science teacher.
Handoff trip Neese. He's found a little daylight and a little burst. Hits it inside the 10 to the 5, and he thinks he's in. The officials have not ruled him in. They have ruled him to the 1-yard line, which I think may be enough for a first, but the South Greene Rebels won't worry about that. They'll quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Another big play opening it up for the South Greene Rebels as Charlie Lane opened it up. So second down and less than a yard, and they are a yard and a half away from the end zone. They'll get in. Trip Neese powering his way in for his second touchdown of the game, and the Rebels extend the lead.
Two big runs off the right side of South Greene's offensive line. They must have heard Coach Carter bragging on the left side and said, well, let me show you something, our Coach Carter. What do you know? Which is a trick question because I don't know anything.
Yeah. He always asks me. He was like, hey, Coach Carter, hey, Coach, what do you know? Well, how much time you got?
Yeah, you got 5 minutes. You have 4 minutes to spare.
Neese will be the holder. Couch getting set to snap it as Brant Wilhoit to attempt the point after. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. We go to a timeout here from Soggy, Moss High. South Greene extending the lead 35-6. It's the First Horizon Green Sports Zone Game of the Week. Friday Night Lights is driven by Bachman Bernard and presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-City.
South Greene leading this game 35-6 on a 7-play, 52-yard drive. Took just over 2.5 minutes. Wilhoit's kick to Thompson, fielded at the 10, 15, 20. Looking to return it up the middle. He's got room to go, and he'll take it across the 35 to the 40-yard line. And that's where the West Greene Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, that Aiden Thompson's pretty tough to be a freshman. He's took a beating tonight, and, you worry about a young kid he's been run over 2 or 3 times, but he seems to be hanging there and tough, and that time he was able to, get a good return on showing some good speed.
30-yard return for him there. They've kept it away from Kyler Patterson, who, against Providence Academy, had tied the school record for a kickoff return, and on his next kickoff broke the record. 97-yarder in that game. Ball is loose. It's on the ground on the exchange, and I believe West Greene was able to fall on top of it. It is Austin Brown right at the 40. And so, Coach, that's West Greene's first snap in the rain.
Yeah, and it looked like he is going to fake it to the running back through the middle there and then goes to the outside. And sometimes when your quarterback turns and that running back, if they're off the mesh point a little bit, you'll stick it against his hip, and then it's slick so it'll hit the ground.
Brown running back into the huddle to get the play. Now, they went to their normal offense there in that second quarter and obviously moved it there at the end of the first half. This is how they started the game. Power I, take as much time as they can, fire off the ball. And here's Tristan Banks for not much, and I think the ball has come free. It has, and it's going to be picked up by the Rebels, and it's going to be returned, or is it? Either way, the South Greene Rebels will have it on the fumble. I was unsure as to who picked up that recovery. I couldn't see it. through the mass of humanity. So South Greene recovers it, and the Rebels in business again, up 35-6.
Well, it looked like to me he came across that right side, got hit, and the ball squirted. Maybe it looked like it went about 10 yards down the field. But again, ball security is, the ball was slick, and it's pointed on both ends.
Yeah, it is.
So things like that can happen.
So the fumble, unsure again as to who was able to pick that up, but taken down inside the 30-yard line as they have it right at the 27-yard line of West Greene. 1st and 10 here, and the defense of West Greene showing up as Nash Rader is blown up and then a taunting. Austin Brown will be whistled for a taunt as he made
We hadn't really seen anything like that because this is a big rivalry game when it gets with Chippy. That's the first experience of that. But that time, Nash Rader was under center, and he dropped the ball.
He dropped it, yeah.
And then when and that'd been one of the best plays all night when he dropped the ball and picked it up. But that time, I believe it was Austin Brown came through and said, we'll put an end to this, and then wanted to talk about it.
So unsportsmanlike conduct against West Greene. He can't get another one. And so that is going to take the ball inside the Carey's Paint Body red zone to about the it depends on where they spotted it. I think it's the 16-yard line where they've spotted it. That would be half the distance, so that would be about correct. So 1st and 10 for the South Greene Rebels. And again, trying the running game, this time right up the middle for Trip Neese for not much. There's Peyton Hilton who made that stop. Maybe a loss of a yard.
It's getting tough running inside off tackle. West Greene's done a pretty good job of bouncing that and shutting it down, but it seems like if South Greene goes outside the tackle, that's where they're having their success.
Right at the 16-yard line, they say. He was able to get back to that point. South Greene leading the game 35-6, yet another turnover. That's the third fumble recovered by South Greene. They've also thrown a pick. Rader is going to come under center, move lane to the left side. Neese is behind Rader. They'll hand it off, and this is going to be Neese breaking it to the outside. He's going to be brought down inside the 10, around the 8. Austin Brown making that stop, actually inside the 15 to about the 12, but there is a flag.
Now, that came from the umpire who's way behind the back of the line of scrimmage there, so I don't know if that's a face mask or a hold or what that would be.
Probably a hold. It's going against South Greene. So it'll back him up. And again, it's a spot foul, so it depends on the spot. I didn't see the hold. What I did see through the binoculars was a pretty good block on the left shoulder, and it just looked awkward. I'll just say that.
A lot of times it looks like a hold, and they think, well, it must be a hold. And if they break one on that side, then they really think it's a hold.
So it is a second down, about 21 for the South Greene Rebels. They lead 35-6. Neese will go between the guards this time as he hits it inside the 25, back into the Carey's Paint Body red zone as he gets almost half of those yards back on that penalty, or more than they get the penalty yards back pretty much. So it's third down and long.
Yeah, and that time they went across that right side, and I don't know if South or West Greene's watched film and talked about how good that left side is or not, but they're running to the right tonight. So maybe that means that the right side and the left side are good offensive linemen.
Third down about 12 as they have it inside the 20, around the 19-yard line. Sanchez will come to the near side. And to the far side is going to be Simon Burns. Under center will come Nash Rader. West Greene jumps. Were they pulled off sides? That's the question. No, they were not.
Nope. A team like South Greene, you don't want to give them any yards. I promise you. Make them earn what they get because they get so many anyway.
Well, that's true. So offsides will take the ball to about inside the 15 and make it third down about 7. South Greene leading this one. It is possession after a West Greene turnover, a fumble. Little inside handoff reverse. This is going to be lame, but a real nice job picking up that reverse by Sintel. as Centel gets to the outside and makes that stop, and Lane maybe a gain of a yard, and that had all the makings of a touchdown, but Centel read it.
Yeah, that's called, well, first off, that's called the inside counter. That's where you fake the ball going to the outside like he's pitching it, send a ball carrier back on the inside of the quarterback. But Centel stayed at home just like he was supposed to. You try to get the defense to overreact. He stayed right there and made a great play.
4th down and 6. South Greene with the offense on the field in a heavy rain, leading 35-6. 2 wideouts to the far side, including Lane, and Sanchez to the near side. Raider, doubt this ball leaves his hands. West Greene nearly jumped. Well, Raider's going to drift back to pass. He'll roll the pocket to the near side. He's still looking, throwing into the back of the end zone for Sanchez. Through his hands, incomplete, and the West Greene Buffaloes get a stop.
I believe, yeah, it's a good play by the West Greene defense, good stand, and I believe that ball was slick, went right through his hands there. You know what? Yeah, I love rain, okay? But it makes me mad. I'm going to have to mow my yard again.
You were thinking that it was over.
Golly.
We haven't quite had that cold spell that we were kind of hoping to have.
Yeah, the Lord said, I got a sense of humor. Let there be rain, let Barry mow.
So this pass incomplete, and it turns the ball over, and the West Greene Buffaloes will have it as we are nearly 4 minutes to play. As West Greene breaks the huddle, a couple of guys run off the field. So, full house backfield. Here's that power I set for West Greene again as they take over at the 12. And they snap it. Weren't really set, but they snap it and running right over the center is Centel. He'll move it across the 15 to about the 16 for 3 yards.
West Greene called a break at because I believe it was the right tackle was going down his 3-point stance as the ball was moved. West Greene's had a little bit of confusion and some of the lining up and whatever. And I'm not sure, why don't the referee have a towel out there to put the ball over the ball before it snapped?
I was curious about that. West Greene, here's that power eye look. Brown, lead toss will be Tristan Banks. It's a high snap. It kind of messed up the play. Banks has broken a couple of tackles. He stays on his feet as he crosses the 25, and he'll have a Marsh Propane 1st and 10.
Yeah.
He'll move it to near the 27.
Got out here again. We talk about setting the edge. If a running back gets outside you, then you've lost contain. And they get on that sideline. That's where big plays happen when they get on the sideline. But made something good out of something that didn't start out real good.
As we go to nearly 3 minutes to play, West Greene getting first down. Boy, there's a lot of movement there. We're just playing. They say we're just going to go. And the toss to Banks, and he got blown up in the backfield as Raider comes up along with Charlie Lane to help out on that stop, to bring up a gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
You know, I talked in the pregame about cohesion and playing together. West Greene right now, even though they gained a couple yards, they're not in as one unit going together. I got people not getting set or moving at the same time. One side's moving, the other side's not.
They're getting to the line of scrimmage, and I don't know if there's just a cadence issue. Here's another handoff to the fullback, and Charlie Lane gets down lower than Centel could get. But Centel still moves it to about the 29-yard line. Another 2-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 6. I'd say 2 yards in a cloud of dust, but it's mud.
Yeah. If we got dust now, it's been real dry.
Real dry. 3rd down 6 coming up here. Lane is factored prominently in this football game for South Greene once again as we go to 2 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. Again, under center will come Brown out of that power I. Brown's going to keep it this time as he'll move it across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So it'll be 4th down. They'll need 3 yards from there, trailing 35-6.
You got to punt it here because if you don't, South Greene's going to take this thing. You can't give them extra short field. They're not even, West Greene's not even got to near the pole yet. The light pole is the imaginary light pole across the field.
You can pretty much say they're factoring, this is our ball game right here. Right now, basically.
Yeah, could be.
Down 35-6, might as well play to win it. We had a great crowd here, but the lightning and the delay and the rain has moved everybody's. For all of you who were here watching on the First Horizon Green Sports Zone, thanks. Maybe you made your way to Sweet Sports Tavern tonight to get yourself something to eat as well.
Yeah.
Watching there, thank you for tuning in, and thank them for putting us on one of the TVs there. West Greene has asked for a timeout, so we'll take that break as well. We're back in a minute with 1:05 to play here in the 3rd. South Greene leading West Greene 35-6.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
At Terry's Flooring, we have quality products along with quality installers that can make your space look better than ever before. The craftsmanship that our installers bring to the job site is unmatched. Along with the great installers, we have a huge selection of hardwood, LVP, tile, and carpet. We know that spending money isn't that easy, but at Terry's Flooring, we care.
Welcome back into West Greene, 4th down here, and nearly taking the handoff, but getting away is Peyton Hilton, and he's going to have the first down. A Marsh Propane first down.
Just
South
like
Greene.
you draw it up on the board in the dressing room. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to run into the running back and hand it to him. And it was success, but I think it threw South Greene off a little bit.
Well, they got to the backfield. They were back there, and they nearly took the handoff from Hilton.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly not sure how Lane missed it, to be honest.
I guarantee it.
And then Sean Owenby got the tackle, but in tracking him down also has a cramp.
Yeah. So we're on the television at Sweets.
Yeah.
So I guess I need to start. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? I'd have been on my better behavior.
We're on television everywhere.
Oh, well.
All over.
Golly.
Injury timeout, cramping. We'll take a 30-second timeout here from West Greene. Back in 30 seconds with 39 seconds to play, 35-6 South Greene. I mean, that makes me hungry just looking at it, Coach.
I ain't looking.
You should not have even come close to look.
Yeah.
They're going to wind the clock as soon as the injured player, which is Owenby, goes off the field. And there's 39 seconds left here in this third quarter, and that means that West Greene will likely take this to the fourth quarter. Love the spirit of what this West Greene team has done.
Yeah, they played hard. I mean, it came out, and, you can't fault the effort. And really, they showed I'm really proud of the effort, really. I mean, I've seen them when they didn't look like they had that kind of effort going, but they've got after it, and you can't fault the effort at all. So you got to be proud of that.
So the Buffaloes are going to line up. They didn't want to take a snap.